In a world. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, surprise Zenden show. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while, but we are back and in a new studio.
Thank
And
goodness.
I have, as usual, with me my co-host Warren, Lunchbox Warren, over at Lunchbox
Hello.
Studios. Tell them about you, Warren. Tell them what you got going on, what you do.
My name's Lunchbox Warren, and that's how you find me on my socials. I am a comic book writer and artist, and I am the creator of The Adventures of Sig and Joe, which is my own series. I'm currently inking issue 3. I also do The Day the Realm Stood Stills, which is another series that I'm working on, and then I also do work for my friend Max Weston's series, Welcome to Blue Water. All of this you'll be able to find on our website, dailygrindpress.com. And right now there's not much on there, but we're 2024 is going to be the big marketing year for me. So I've got a bunch of material now. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of that stuff pop up.
Oh yeah. And our guest tonight, we have Mr. Jim O'Reilly with us. Tell him
Woo!
about
What's up, everyone?
tell him what
How
you
you
do,
doing?
Jim. What you
I'm a
do.
mass serial killer. I operate in the Arizona area where there's lots of desert and I can hide bodies. No, I'm kidding.
Smart,
Uh,
smart. No, okay.
yeah, I'm a freelance comic book artist, sketch card artist. I'm currently working on a graphic novel called Planet Quest, which is written by B. Earl, the writer of Daredevil and Echo and Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and he's actually working on another project which I can't name yet, I don't think. Um, and I've done sketch cards for Tops, Upper Deck, all that jazz. You can find me at jimoreillyart.com. Uh, Anybody who wants commissions can send me emails to jimoreillyart@gmail.com. And if I'm not busy burying a body, I'm drawing. So that's about it.
So basically drawing.
Basically, drawing.
And we have with us also tonight Mr. Rich Parada. Tell him who you are, what you do.
Yeah. Hey, man. Rich Barada, former Marvel and DC comic book inker, for about worked on just about every title you could think of at Marvel, and for DC, I predominantly worked on Booster Gold and The Ray. Um, Sauntered into the independent comic market as a penciler, which I'm very happy about, and presently I am HE lecturer for traditional art and life drawing at Nottingham Trent University here in the United Kingdom. And I am just having fun with my friends who I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm pleased to be around them today.
Awesome. And I'm Phil Leon. You know me. I'm a colorist. I've worked on stuff such as White Devil, which the second one's coming up here soon.
Watch it, watch
Me,
it.
me and Rich have been working on The Roaring.
Yes, we have.
And yeah, I'm just a general colorist. Sometimes I do some editorial work here and there, but yeah, that's my gig.
All right.
It's kind of like a soft reboot tonight, everybody, because it's been a minute since streamed. So bear with us as we get at least as long if at least as I get my feet stable again on streaming. We're on a whole new studio that I'm working out. Yeah, we're planning to do this more on a regular basis, at least once a week, if not more often.
I'm there if you need me, man.
Awesome. Yep, you're always welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I'm honored.
I'm not burying bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
leave me
not-
out.
well, we're going to have to keep you on a stream then, so you're drawing and not burying bodies, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna like be swatted. You're gonna hear like police coming in. We got him.
The algorithm bots have already
Yep.
traced your location, man.
Bad boys,
Yes.
bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? Bad.
Duck.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Shoot first, be American later.
So basically, what we usually do on here, I think we were talking about it, and we're gonna start setting up where we'll have like a theme of the stream, at least on the mainstream nights. We want to at least do one a week. In those days, I'll try to make it out where we have an overall theme, and whether it's what we're talking about, I'm just gonna pick a general subject, pretty much, make it that way, or any hot topic at the time. But more like it's like the sci-fi stream, so we'll either draw some sci-fi or draw whatever and talk about sci-fi, whether it's movies, comics, whatever, just kind of keep it open and diverse in the area of pop culture,
I hate
all
diversity.
while we're either drawing or coloring.
I hate diversity.
Hey, I'll suggest a fun drawing competition. We pick a subject and then we kind of make fun of each other as we draw that subject. I'm down.
That sounds like a good exercise too.
Great
Like
exercise.
by Rich, you know. So yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so who's going to get torn to pieces today? That would be probably me. All right, so what's our subject that we're going to talk? What's our subject that we're going to draw?
Well, let's talk about Warren went and seen Godzilla minus zero today, man.
Oh
Let's
my
talk a little bit about
god!
Godzilla.
Whoa!
Yes, that was the best film of the year.
Nice.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think
Oh, that's a stretch.
out of
Is
all the
it?
stuff I've seen this year, I think it's the best all-around film of the year. The best human story in a Godzilla movie.
Wow.
The human story
What?
was compelling on its own. Like if you took out Godzilla and it was just an enemy force, it would have just been just as good. Um,
Wow.
they went right back to the roots. It's probably the best film they've done since the first Godzilla movie. It goes back to that same kind of post World War II, and yeah, it's the special effects are amazing. The whole thing CG, Godzilla, and yeah, it was awesome. I give it 10 out of 10. Best
There's
film
no
I've seen.
way.
Wow, 10 out
There's
of
no
10.
way you can tell me that beat out Barbie.
Oh ooh, well.
Nope.
Stumped you with that one, didn't I?
Yeah,
Ah.
it was an amazing movie. All of the hype is well earned,
All
in my
right, I'll have
opinion.
to check that out.
I saw it.
Worth.
Have any
Now
of you
let me
seen
ask this.
Oppenheimer?
Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Have any of you seen Oppenheimer?
I have
No.
not.
No, I'm going to here soon, but I haven't seen it yet. I need to just rent it.
It's a rather good movie. You just really have to pay attention to how the story jumps from one thing to another. It really is. It's Christopher Nolan really on speed. I mean,
Oh, okay.
if you thought the Batman trilogy was a little bit confusing here and there, Oppenheimer's just as it's kind of bad,
Oh, all right.
but it's really good. You get to see Florence Pugh's tits though. It's nice. They did.
Well, I'm in now.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
All right.
go. Boobies.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, so maybe Godzilla the Minus One is not the best film of the
No,
year.
no, it's not.
Is
I'll have to weigh it up to Florence Hugh's boobs and see how that
Florence
goes.
Hugh's boobs. Yeah, that works, man. Florence Hugh's boobs.
let me ask this, Warren. Is the Godzilla movie worth my time and money to go see it in the theater, or should I just wait for it to watch on
Do you
the
mind
telly?
subtitles?
Um, if the story's good enough and holds my interest, no.
Then I would say yes.
Like Squid Games. Squid Games
Yeah.
had no problem with it. Loved it.
Some people
Held my
that's like
attention.
they
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
do it, So that's one thing that's going to hold the movie back at all would be the fact
yeah.
that it's subtitled right now. But if you don't mind subtitles, I would say watch it in a movie theater.
All right. Have to make that to go see, I guess.
I've been trying to get around to watching Monarch to see, ties in with the legendary
Yeah,
studios.
I'm caught up on Monarch. There's 3 episodes. Well, there's 4 out now, and I've watched 3, and it's good. Little bit slow the first episode, but not bad. And compared to the movies, it's all tying stuff in together nicely. And it's really fun to watch Kurt Russell and then Wyatt Russell's son play a younger version of him. That's
Mm.
really cool to watch. But so far I'd say if you get your hands on it, it's worth a watch.
Did any of you see Falcon and that television show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
What did you think of Wyatt Russell as U.S. agent? I actually really liked him in that role.
Me too.
Yeah. Aren't they bringing him back for some other stuff?
Yeah,
He's going to be
Thunderbolt.
in Thunderbolts. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that show had a lot of problems with writing and pacing,
you think
but
so?
I really liked the casting.
Yeah, agreed.
I
So
just
how do you
didn't.
think?
Yeah.
How do you guys think that Thunderbolts is going to go?
Not so great because that's like Marvel's version of the Watchmen. Because now they have the Sentry. It's like you have just a whole bunch of people who can kick ass, and you have a god. It's
Yeah,
the Watchmen for Marvel. That's really it.
and with Marvel's track record recently, I don't think I think it's just going to be another kind of jumbled mess of people interfering, and I don't know. I don't have much high hopes, but that means I'll be easy to impress. So
Is that a book that you ever got to work on, Rich?
What, Thunderbolts?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did actually.
I thought so.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
an anchor for over Chris Batista on
Oh,
that,
okay.
and Pat Olive. Yeah, yeah, it's not as cool as you think it is. Trust me. But it isn't. It isn't. It's yeah. I'm not going to get into it, but the word. If you hear the term delusions of grandeur, that was that was a factor when it came to the quality of the art and the deadlines and all that shit.
uh,
Yeah, I saved just about every deadline that he missed. So
So
yeah.
you had they made tight deadlines for you then, huh?
Well, it was at a point where um, there had to be on his run. There were either two or three separate pencilers who had to step in. Keith Giffen had to step in when the late Keith Giffen had to step in. Pat Olive stepped in twice, and he was given a lot of leeway with his deadlines. And the same thing when he was on Booster Gold. So yeah, inkers. There was some time. I mean, I don't say that a lot about pencilers. I've worked with great pencilers, Jamal Igle. But God, who else? I forgot. Barry. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. It's been so damn long.
You did work on
I
Booster Gold
remember
too,
that
right?
particular. Well, I'm sorry.
You did work on Booster Gold too at one point,
Yeah, I
didn't you?
did. I did. Now, the reason why I remember that particular artist because I worked over him far and away the most out of anybody that I've worked over in the industry. Because I mean, when I was working for Marvel, if you guys are familiar with baseball vernacular, I was like the closer or the relief pitcher. You
mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would. I mean, I would actually get more work that way than I would if I was on a regular series, which is fine with me because I had a nice pencil page rate when I was like. But the times that I've been on a couple of series, eh, not so bad, not so terrible. The best person that I ever worked over was Jamal Igle, far and away. Very professional, really good. He's a good man. I dig him. He and I were close at one point. I mean, we're not enemies, but I haven't seen him in well over a decade. But he's a consummate professional, Jamal Igle. The other ones, not so much. Not so much.
Hmm.
But they believed it. They believed their professional ability. So, you know,
I wonder if they still plan on doing a Booster Gold show or movie. I thought they had that in the works at one point.
yeah.
yeah,
That's part
no,
of
they're
James
not
Gunn's
going to do that
plan.
now. They're definitely not going to do that shit now because they completely shut down and shelved Batgirl, and that cost about 90 million to make.
Right? Yeah.
That's crazy. If they could do something like that on a Bat franchise, you really think they're going to give a shit about Booster Gold?
Well,
Yeah.
since
Well,
James
with
Gunn took
James Gunn
over,
taking over, yeah.
yeah, since James Gunn took over, Booster Gold's part of his plan.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it seems like he's been pulling up some. He's steering away from the regular DC heroes they always have out. It seems like from
Well,
what I've
he's
seen.
rebooting his whole new universe. Like once
Hmm.
he
Because what?
starts his films, it's going to be all just stuff like new Superman, new Batman. It's going to be separate from everything that's been done beforehand.
Aren't they
Chris Pratt's
counting?
going to play one of those characters. I swear to God.
Are they counting Blue Beetle as an intro into?
They are.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
they
think
are.
they are.
What are they doing?
Blue
Blue
Beetle.
Beetle's part
Blue
of
Beetle.
James Gunn's universe.
Really?
But he probably didn't have his hands in
Which
that one much, though, right?
no, I don't
Really?
think he did.
No,
Right.
It was
no, that
to
yeah.
me. It was a good family movie.
Yeah.
Like if nobody was like a hardcore fan, I guess, and
Right.
they just wanted like a good superhero movie that was family oriented, I
A
think that
little
worked.
silly here or there.
Yeah, yeah, it had
Like
like silly
grandma
parts.
with the big old
Yes,
gun, like I don't know how
but
she was holding
it
it.
kind of tied into the silliness as a whole in the movie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
to me, not knowing the Blue Beetle character all that well, me to just go in and watch it, I was entertained. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
But I
thought it
could
was all
see,
right. I like
yeah,
Mencia's parts in it.
yeah, he was funny. But
Carlos Mencia?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, this
He
joke
plays like
stealer.
the crazy uncle
yeah.
inventor type dude or whatever.
Oh, you hear about how much that guy steals jokes throughout his entire fucking
Oh, hold
career?
it. Was it not
Was it
Mencia? I
No,
got that
George
wrong.
Lopez.
George
George
Lopez. I'm
Lopez? Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
George
okay.
Sorry,
Lopez is in
Mr.
Blue.
Lopez.
Carlos Mencia doesn't get work anymore.
No,
He
no.
sucks. That's the reason why. He steals everybody's fucking jokes.
Yeah, so George Lopez, his stuff, he was
Yeah,
pretty funny. I liked his character.
yeah. Like I said, I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was a fun
Yeah.
popcorn show.
Yeah.
Are you not
See,
entertained?
I don't mind when movies are just fun. I mean, I think that's a good category sometimes. Like, it doesn't have
Right,
not everything has to be Shakespeare.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Not everything is Shakespeare.
That's true.
This is true.
And I almost like it, like some of the way DC did with some of their shows, like let's say Shazam or something like that. I like where they're not where it wasn't they didn't try to build the universe as much. Like I like their one-off movie stories. I think they do well. I hope they do that more often instead of trying to tie everything into everything else and make it all convoluted and shit
Well,
like
that's
Marvel
what James
did.
Gunn's going to do. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry to inform you. Sir.
I mean, I don't even need an origin story either. Enough with the origin stories. What happened to shows where they picked up with right into what was going on in that particular story arc
I don't
and
know what they're
just
doing
filled in the
after-
blanks along the way, Like you didn't really need to have their origin story.
Well, I think they're doing that for the general populace that doesn't know
Well,
the
I know, but
characters.
old movies. There's old movies that were like that where you didn't know their background story. You might have found a little bit of it out through the movie, but it starts right in on the story and what's going
Yeah,
on,
true,
and then
true.
you slowly. So it's like if they could do that then, they could do that now with these. I mean, I don't think the audience needs handheld as much as they
Well,
think that
I
they
was just
do.
going to say, I think modern audiences need because they expect to be spoon fed. You know what I mean?
Oh, they want every detail.
Yeah,
They don't
they
want
want every
anything left to their
right.
imagination.
Exactly.
And then they want to criticize it afterwards.
Oh, of course.
See, that's what's the thing though is leave things open for people's imagination, man. Because sometimes every person's going to have a different idea of specific things, and it's all going to resonate with them more if they have pictured in their, what they pictured as in their imagination than if they were told what it was. Just like horror, like horror movies. Now it's like we got to show the monster constantly. Horror was more creepy. Like let's say Aliens, you barely got to see. You got to see little bits and pieces, and within the shadow. They didn't reveal everything right away. They left more to the imagination, which is usually more scary to people than if they just threw it out there for you to see all the time.
A lot of that was tied to budget.
Yeah, but it worked. It worked good as
It did work, yeah.
in the horror tropes of not showing it all. Leave
That's
a little
true,
bit
man.
hidden.
That's very true. I mean, we got a glimpse of the alien when it first, emerged, as it were, and then we had no idea what the fuck it was going to look like as it continuously grew. But then small snippets of shots of how big this creature was getting, that was what I felt a great generator of horror because it's more the horror is more the anticipation or the fear of what's out there, of what monster is out there than the actual monster itself.
Right. Yeah.
it's what's implied that gives you the fear instead of the actual thing. That's what made what was that the Blair Witch Project so
Oh
good.
yeah.
You
Yep.
didn't know what the fuck was killing everything.
Now it sounds like the way that they're going to do it in this new Spawn movie they've been talking about, that McFarlane's had his hand in it. They're going to keep Spawn a little more in the shadows like that.
Yep.
Enjoy.
They're
Saves
trying.
money.
He said he was trying to do it like a horror, uh, rather than a superhero type thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like a
I'm
horror
worried about that
noir or
movie.
something like that. What's that?
I'm worried about that movie.
It
He wants
can't.
to. He
It
wants to
will not
direct
be.
it.
Look, it won't be worse than
Well, who wants to direct the Tom
that
McFarlane?
live
Yeah,
action movie they had already put
Oh,
out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I'm worried about it becoming like The Spirit. Like Frank Miller wanted to direct The Spirit. Part of a director's deal is getting good acting out of your actors, and
Mhm.
that film could tell that like people were there, but they weren't getting good direction, and that
Mhm.
movie was kind of all over the place. I
Well,
really
even
think I worry about if Todd's like, I want to direct this. It's like, ugh. I mean, be careful, man, because
well,
that's
he
not
was
an easy
hands
job that you just do off the streets.
he was hands off on that movie, but to get a good idea how it could be, look at the Spawn HBO animated series, which he had a lot to do with.
He wasn't directing though. It's not it's like just saying I'm going to become a writer and never written anything. You're not going to be good at it. Right? He better have someone with him helping him out. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe
This
he'll
is true.
co-direct it. You know,
Yeah.
where he handles like the direction of things, and then the actual director directs the actors.
I like the idea of a rated R, more horror movie Spawn
Mm.
though.
I think if it's done right, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Wait and see though. How long has that been in production or talking
Oh,
about
it's
though?
been off and on for years, but it sounds like finally it's actually going through a production. They've already started on production. They finally got, who was it? I think it's Jamie Foxx that they've got in to
Yes.
play Spawn.
Do you see him as Spawn?
No,
I don't
No.
see him as Spawn.
no.
Yeah, I don't.
He's Michael Jai White was a fantastic fucking Spawn.
I
Full
would like to
court,
see
unlimited
Idris
dead
Elba.
cap. Oh, it just
I'm a big
he's
fan of Idris though. I'll put him in anything. So
he should have been James Bond. I
I
don't give a
agree.
shit about the damn colors. Fuck that noise. He should have been James Bond. He's just a superior actor overall. Absolutely. Over here, he's a fucking god. I mean, one of his series. Well, do they have Luther on Netflix over there where you guys are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've seen that?
Oh yeah, that's an
I
excellent
haven't.
series.
I haven't.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculously good television. Absolutely. Love Idris Elba in just about anything he does. That show is just so damn crazy, creepy, as well as a great cop drama. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Idris brings a lot to every role that he's in too. Like he'll take it. Like he was at Pacific Rim. He was like a shining star in Pacific Rim.
Oh, I loved him as fucking Heimdall.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
There's another thing for Spawn that I'd like them to do right, and they haven't touched it yet, and that is
What?
Spawn in the video game realm. There's been Spawn in video games, but the ones that were out, they were awful.
I remember that like 16-bit Nintendo one. I think it was.
Didn't play well. It was real
No.
clunky. It's been years since they've attempted it, but I really would like them to do one.
Yeah, we need a Spawn that's like God of War. The newer God of War games.
The newer God of War games.
God of War.
I still got to finally
The
finish
War of
that one.
Gods. Gods dear. And War of Gods with godly stuff.
Doing godly things.
Godly things to each other.
I think that's what I'll
Okay.
do on my little bit of downtime in the winter is I'm gonna finally finish up that God of War game. It finally came out for PC, so I was finally able to play it, and I'm about probably got about 75% of it done. That was a good game too.
Oh, boy.
I was reading the sequel should be on PC like end of next year.
Oh, the which one's the is that the Ragnar? It's
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
that's the
Right?
Ragnarok. Yeah, Ragnarok.
Well,
Right.
gives me plenty of time to finish the other one then. No, I think with December downtime, I'm gonna now that they've got it all accumulated and fixed in together, I'm gonna play some Cyberpunk 2077.
I will be working on getting my visa taken care of so I can stay here in the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I have to. Well, I am a teacher at this point. I mean, I could teach in the States, but I'd rather teach here, to be honest with you. You know, and, I built a life here, so I'm staying here in the UK, man. Already
yeah.
built a life here. And I realize I'm a pretty damn good teacher. So,
You'll
Good.
get all that stuff worked out.
eventually, yeah, eventually. I mean, I'm probably, there's a good chance I won't get my job back because of the timing of everything. And it all has to be done quickly because the United Kingdom now, ever since Brexit and Tories and all that shit, they've decided to make entry into this country that more draconian.
Fun.
So yeah, fun. It's so whatever application I have to get in, I got to get this relatively quick. Relatively quick. I mean,
So are you wanting to
yesterday
get
I
that one
spent.
all
I'm
fired
sorry.
up by April, something like that, when that stuff
Well,
goes into
it's
effect?
but it. I read April. I've also read January 16th. So I mean, I have plenty of time to get everything that I need. It's easy to do. It's not that. It's just that okay. There needs to be some form of sense of urgency with this, and I just got to make sure I follow through with it, which I will, of course. But you know,
Oh, Larry just sent me a link.
Yeah, he went live. He's always going
What?
live.
There. Tell him to come in here.
Tell him to come in here. I think
yeah,
he's
man.
live right now, though. I think that's why I sent you the link, dude.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
they're
was
going
looking
over.
around to make sure I was
He's going
streaming.
over a bunch of stuff on stream tonight.
Oh, let's EFAP him.
What is EFAP? Like you pull your penis out and smack him in the face with it or
We'll
something?
Pretty
put
much. Pretty much. Yep, that's it, Rich. You got it.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Oh.
That's a sound it makes when I do that. I mean,
You make an E. Like, are you just saying E while you're fapping? Like,
yes, I say that all the
God.
time.
oh man.
I
Oh
know,
man,
I know.
that's one thing I need to add to the studio. A disclaimer plaque, man. Zendan late night.
Rich, does it sound like this?
Well, it sounds more like this, but that's just me though.
Sounds more like
Oh, God.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus, are
Okay,
you
I
actually doing
didn't
it?
go that far. All right,
Wow.
put the
I
horse
didn't
away.
go that far. You see, I get blamed for the shit that. Oh, that's even worse, man. Come on. Come on. That's the sound I used to make.
There goes the one viewer we had.
What the hell did I walk into?
Oh my God in heaven, that's just
Mommy, I just learned a new word. What is it, dear?
EFAP.
It has something to do with my no-no area.
Oh,
jeez.
And there went Phil's channel.
Oh man, sorry, Phil.
Good in the hood.
Mm.
Do, 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 do,
Uh-oh. Don't
do,
let it go
do,
silent,
do,
fellas.
do, do.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
Christ,
put
don't do that either, though.
Don't let him fall asleep, man. Here we go. This will wake him up.
There we go. Get your ass up.
Please don't go away. Nowhere. And when you talked about James Gunn before, I was thinking, okay, Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
Did you like Gardens of the Galaxy?
Uh, I didn't see the third one as of yet,
Gardens.
but
I liked it better than the second.
Gardens.
The second didn't grab me all that much. I liked the first one and I liked the third one. Second one was meh.
well, anything with Kurt Russell is a win, because he's just out of his fucking mind anyway at this point.
I
You
have to
know,
agree. I liked all three of them.
I have yet to
I
see
did.
the third one.
I don't know what it was that threw me off on the second one, man, but it didn't quite grab me as much as the first one for sure, though.
It doesn't. Well, agreed. It didn't really. I mean, the only time it had any emotional impact was at the absolute end, and there was no purpose of killing off Yondu.
Yeah. I'm Mary
Spoilers.
Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary Poppins, yo. God, Michael Rooker's great. Michael Rooker's funny as hell. He's also creepy as fuck too. I didn't see that new. I didn't see the new Avatar movie, and I'm never gonna see it because it sucks.
It was about an hour too long, if you ask me.
How long was the runtime?
Like 3 hours.
Well, then it was 3 hours too long.
How
about a It's about 3 hours long, 3.5 hours long. An hour and a half of it was just really beautiful shots of space whales swimming with the blue cat people.
Ooh, space
I mean, they
whales.
were beautiful, but just not necessary.
how many years did it take to make that movie?
About
Oh
10.
fuck, yeah.
About
I
10.
wanted to
And
see
it was
Well, they were
was not worth
making
any
they're
of them.
making 2, 3, and 4 like at the same time.
Oh,
So
really?
like I think
Oh,
three's
okay.
coming out like next year or some shit.
All right.
I was hoping for
Oh,
more.
man. If I
The
wanted to
first
see
one was amazing in 3D. The first one was amazing in 3D, like in the movie theater.
Yeah.
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 It was mind blowing because the 3D was like it immersed you inside the movie. So the first one really like boom. This one was like
Didn't the first Avatar movie cause depression in a lot of people because they're like, I want to live on Pandora. I want a life like that. Why can't we Earth be like that? We can all work together and make Earth like Pandora.
I was okay. I didn't kill myself. I mean, think about have thoughts of no. Hmm.
No, it didn't make me depressed at all. I
I'm
just
gonna go
thought like, wow,
rewatch it.
that's a clever use of the Dances with Wolves strip.
That is,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just liked it for the
Pocahontas.
effects on the big screen,
Yeah,
like in 3D. That was like amazing to me.
he really knows how to use 3D pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Great visual.
really. I thought it
He's a
was.
great visual storyteller, but he's kind of like a Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
His stories aren't the most complex you'll ever see.
No, he does a better job of telling a point A to point B tale than Snyder does, but it's all pretty simple. Like, watch it one time, yeah, that was fun, and then move on.
yeah.
Titanic was the best film for him. It's like, okay, romance on a sinking fucking ship. That's it. Actually, I never saw Titanic in the theaters.
I did.
Sorry, there was room on that door.
You know, right? There was room in that door, that bitch.
There wasn't. Yep.
I
Fuck
think
that.
his best two films are Terminator 2 and Aliens.
Yes, agreed, fucking agreed.
See if I can get this going. There we go.
Especially if you with Terminator 2, like what's amazing about that film, and I didn't realize it until I showed it to my nephew, is that if you didn't know what was going on in Terminator 2, you just watched Terminator 1, and you didn't realize that Arnold's now the good guy, that's
Yeah.
a really great little twist right in the start of that hallway scene. Because like they give no indication that Arnold's the good guy until he sees John Connor, then shoots the T-1000. My
Keep
nephew was
going.
like, "Oh wow, that's cool."
John Carter. Carter.
Come
Get
with
down.
me if you want to live.
I'm getting the studio figured out. There we go. We have a watcher, man.
Who's the watch? Who's
What's
watching?
up, Pete?
It's Pete.
Hey, Pete, what's up?
Hey, Pete.
What you getting
Hey,
into,
man.
man?
I'm gonna get into this blonde right now.
She's a blonde.
Well, I don't think she's. I don't know what the fuck she is.
You're like,
She's
I'm
brunette, I think.
just drawing.
I'm just drawing. That's all I give a shit about. Okay. Yeah, I like this one. Kind of.
Oh,
I could do
Pete
better,
just got home, man.
Mm.
Send him an
Okay.
invite if he wants.
Yeah. Are you settled in yet, Pete?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's go, Pete. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Please.
What are you waiting for?
So you thought you might like to go to the
I will
show.
be right back, gentlemen. I have to go yell at my nephews.
Yell at the
All right.
nephew.
Sounds
Little
like fun.
bastards.
Yell at the kids.
Little bastards.
Slinging the breadsticks.
Slinging the breadsticks.
Slinging this. Making copies.
No, don't fucking do. No, stop.
Okay.
Don't fucking do that. I swear to Christ, I'll smash you. Don't do that. I fucking hate that shit. Oh, god damn. Rob
Well,
Schneider.
now I know.
Rob Schneider should quit. He should fucking just stop. Him and Jim Brewer. Fuck those guys.
Oh God, Jim Brewer's gotten
Jim Brewer.
awful,
He
man.
needs to go. Jim Brewer's like
Yeah.
fucking Vito Spatafora in fucking Sopranos. He's got to go.
Dude, I tried to watch
Gotta
one of his
go!
recent stand-ups, man, and it was like
It's
it was
disastrous.
sad, dude.
It
It
is
was
sad.
sad.
It's sad. He does all of his gigs at Republican speaking events, and he makes fun of Joe Biden with the fucking parrot voice, and everyone's laughing hysterically like they've just seen the funniest thing that God has ever thrown on
Yeah.
earth.
There was another one like that. Who was it talking about copies? He just did a freaking stand-up, man, and it's like, dude, no, just stop now.
Who did it? Who was it?
Rob Schneider.
Rob
Oh,
Schneider
yeah.
is the stapler.
Yeah. Rob Schneider. Do.
The stapler.
I forgot all about that fucking episode of South Park.
Rob Schneider. Rob
But yeah,
Schneider, the best
that-
fluffer that Adam Sandler ever had.
He just put out
Christ.
he just put out a stand-up, and man, it was worse than Brewers, man.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Christ.
One that I did watch recently that was pretty good though was the dude that used to host. You guys remember Cash Cab?
Yep.
Ben, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
I forgot who that was.
He just had posted up a stand-up over on YouTube that I watched yesterday. That was actually, it was pretty good, man.
I watched Matt Rife.
Oh, I keep meaning to see that. I've heard about
Oh,
that.
he's rather funny. He is rather funny. He knows how to work a crowd of chicks. He really, truly does. This guy is like.
I like-
absolute player.
I like Dane Cook, man. He was awesome.
Oh,
Remember
Oh,
Dane Cook?
Christ! Shut the fuck up. What? Did you just say that out loud?
Comedic
You
genius.
You get
This
this.
is Dane. This is Dane Cook's stand-up. This
Dane Cook is a
all right,
comedic
listen.
genius.
This is Dane
That's
Cook's
right.
stand-up. Ready? Hey, you ever sit in the living room, and eat popcorn while you're watching a movie?
And rip off other
Rip
comedians.
off all the comedians, like, oh my God, that's all I did, and I eat popcorn like this.
He was the
and then I eat
best.
more.
Genius.
Man, you're just jealous.
Yep, misunderstood.
Jealous of what?
Yeah.
Oh
Dane Cook. No, seriously.
Brilliant actor too.
Oh yeah,
Christ.
Mu- the range on Dane.
Oh, I know. It's
Yeah, I
like,
know it. It's right up there with fucking. Who was that? Who was that idiot from fucking Twilight? Taylor what? Yeah, his range is right up there with Taylor Lautner and Kristen Stewart. The fuck out of here! Oh my god, Kristen Stewart, that emotional powerhouse that she is.
yeah, you have to like electroshock her every 5 minutes or so to make sure she's still like alive. She has so
She
much
was never
emotion.
alive. She was never truly alive. This wench.
No, you seriously, you want a good comedian? Look up Stephen Lynch.
Who's that?
PH. Stephen Lynch. Just look him up. Look up Special Ed.
Yeah.
Oh
'Cause
no.
he was special ed.
Oh
He's a
my
guy that
God.
plays guitar and sings
I
some funny ass
s-
songs, man.
I saw him like because he used to play Foxwoods all the time, and we've seen him so many times, and every time, man, I just laugh my ass off. The guy is hysterical.
Oh man.
Really good comedian. Look him up. You'll enjoy that.
One that I've seen recently, and I forgot about the dude. I've seen him in other stuff and didn't realize it, but there's this uh, new series on HBO Max called Bookie, and
Yeah.
the dude is a stand-up Italian dude, Sebastian Costa. I can't even say his last name; it's a mouthful, man.
Oh, I know. He's awesome.
But I watched the first two episodes. They're like dropping two at a time. They just dropped two today that I haven't got to yet. Funny ass series. Him playing a bookie in modern times with internet and all the other crap, and it's pretty funny, man. It's a pretty good show so far, and that's what
I
prompted me to
started.
go find
Yeah.
some of his stand up. And his stand up though is great, man. Sebastian guy isn't new. Yeah, no, he's not new, but I hadn't seen or thought about that dude until that series came up, and I was like, this dude looks familiar. This is really good. Let me go look up his stand up. Are you done unwinding yet, Pete? Do you need a link yet?
Ugh. The fuck am I gonna draw? I'm gonna draw something.
Pete
Just
says
finished drawing
Stephen
something.
Lynch is hysterical. Seen him live like
Yes.
a dozen times.
Yep. Same here,
Oh,
Pete.
boy.
Adam Schultz. I can't. That
Oh,
one I
Adam
can't
Schultz
play.
is awesome.
What the hell am I doing? I don't know. Kitten. Murder kitten.
Yeah, kitty, that's a bad kitty.
No, kitty, that's a bad kitty.
That's my chocolate chicken pot pie.
Chicky papa.
Ma'am.
Oh my god. Let's see. I'm gonna draw a pirate kitty.
Oh, dude, their new South Park special that they
The
released.
Pandaverse.
What? Yeah,
Oh, I have yet to see that, but I
it's
saw snippets of
good.
it.
I'm
It's
waiting for.
fucking amazing.
I think there's gonna be more than one of them. I think they're running. I think there's 3 of those.
Oh, really?
Like they did the pandemic specials where they did 3 in a row. They didn't do this in between when they were doing seasons. Well, that's the deal they got with Paramount. They're doing the regular series, but with Paramount, they're releasing so many of the specials each year too.
God, they've been at it for fucking
Forever, yeah.
2027. They'll be at it for 30 years. 30 fucking years. These guys.
Years, John.
Years.
Years.
I'm gonna draw a pirate kitten.
Aw.
I know, right?
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Pete, I was over sending you the link. Yeah, whenever you're ready, bud. Wow.
Yep, I'm gonna go beat them.
Oh, is that the kids?
Yeah. The little one can't play video games.
Sounded like a
without
mogwai, man.
hollering. He is like a mogwai. Feed him after midnight, turns into a little animal. I told him I was going to beat him too. Kids don't take well with threats. I just got to don't do it.
It's got to be a surprise beating. You got to
Yeah.
sneak up on him. Just boom! Tackle him down.
Tell them to give you fucking lunch money.
What are they doing? They
So you
play.
got to do it when they're being good. That means you got to throw them off. You can't always do it when they're bad. Like, you know.
Give us some low background tunes. There we go. We can talk over that. I think that's not too loud, is it?
No, not in my ears.
Not really, no.
Just have it for background ambience so it's there.
All right, that's a little disturbing.
The ways of Johnny Cocaine.
So we're talking about that earlier before we went live. What do you guys think about Rebel Moon? Are you ready for it? What do you think? What's your take on it, man?
I think it looks good. It's looks promising. Let's say that.
You always get something somewhat special when it's Zack Snyder, like that's unleashed. Like no one's telling him to do anything; he's just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Not always the best results, but it'll be unfiltered Zack Snyder.
Did he
I
write
look forward
it
to being
or
pleasantly disappointed.
Yeah.
did he write it or just direct it? That I don't know about.
I think, yeah, if he's not writing them, he's definitely involved with the writing.
Like I said with that, I like him as a director. I don't like when he tries to direct and write because I don't think his writing's all. He's a better director than a writer. How's that?
I'm excited for it though. I think it was. I hope it's good. At least some good action.
Yeah, there is going to be some action. Ricky Gervais said some sort of ableist joke or some shit like that, and he's all of a sudden fucking quote unquote being canceled. What's all that
They
about?
can't cancel Ricky. He's been like that forever. They haven't been able to do anything to him yet. He's just,
Yeah, man.
he's that good. That's actually, that reminds me, it's either coming up or it's out now, but he's got a new stand-up, and he hasn't done a stand-up in a little while.
Is that why he's getting canceled? Is because he has a new stand-up and he's.
That's probably.
Did he say something?
Yeah, he did.
He always says something, man. Hell, he berated everybody at the Oscars. Was it the Oscars that he did that?
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes.
That was
He
beautiful.
railed on the
That was the
actors
best.
and shit, man. So if he didn't get canceled for that, he's not getting canceled, man.
He went to the head of Apple, Tim Cook, was in the audience, and I think he said something about how Apple TV is developing some great TV shows. The same company that employs children in sweatshops to make their iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what he said to Tim Cook right to his face. And it's like, you're all complicit. You all know it. You all know that Harvey Weinstein was fucking children. Ronan Farrow, he's coming for you.
Oh, man, I think I hear somebody outside.
Uh-oh. That sounded like the Jeffersons' doorbell. Uh-oh.
There it is. Oh.
Alright, go get the door.
It's Pete. What's up, Pete?
Oh, Pete or Pete's finger.
Pete's finger? How are you, Pete's finger?
And one day, I swear to God.
Fucking hard time about coming in, then you're on the fucking outside for fucking 3 days. Like, fuck.
Left me out in the rain. And
Cocksuckers. Anyway,
Oh, boy.
to catch up, I, like Jim, have been lucky enough to have seen Stephen Lynch about 1,000 times.
That's right.
And he is fucking hysterical.
He is hysterical.
There was one at Stockton College. We went because buddies worked there. So we got some tickets and we got close up, and then he's playing, and then a couple people were yelling out songs that they wanted to hear. He goes, "I'm not a fucking jukebox." So I rolled up like $3 bills and I threw them at him, and he but they landed just far enough that like he had to make a move to go get them. So he stopped playing, picked them up, looked right at me, sir. Would you like to hear, sir? I was like, "Kill a kitten." He's like, "Yes, sir, right away, sir. Thank you, sir."
Yeah, that'll do it. Fling some money. That I'll tell you though, when you already got a set planned, man, and people are just yelling at you like naming all kinds of songs, it's like sorry, it's
Well,
like we didn't learn all those songs, man. So
here's the thing though, Lynch, the stuff that people were yelling out
were his songs, yeah,
no, his staples. He was
right,
Yeah.
going
right,
to play them eventually.
right.
He just thought that the jukebox thing was funny. Lynch is a machine. His,
Yep.
wait, Jim will understand. The Dungeons and Dragons song, it's fucking great.
Yep.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I gotta expose you guys.
Let me see something here. 1 second.
Spelled Stefan wrong though.
You're a little bit quiet, Pete. Is he quiet to you guys too, or is it just
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Yeah.
You need to turn up your mic there, Pete, a little.
I don't know how to do that here.
Like I tried to do it within the studio, but you're already cranked up in the studio.
All right. I'm looking at some Stephen Lynch YouTube videos.
Do Satan. Look up Satan.
I'm looking at If I Were Gay.
Look up special ed.
I have it right
All
now.
right. All right. Let me see special ed. Special ed.
He was
I could swear I think I've heard of this before.
That's
Probably have.
funny.
He's just so underrated.
Yeah.
And my God, I don't know how the guy wasn't like the political police haven't banned him or shunned him or all the.
What's another good parody? Have you guys ever heard Richard Cheese?
No. I've heard of Richard Jenny. Is he still alive?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He killed himself.
Man. Oh my God.
Wow.
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 So all I gotta say is wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
Fucking.
Oh, holy crap! We got some people watching.
Who do we have watching?
I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
Bunch
there
of
we go.
troublemakers.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, it's Vic. What's up, Vic?
Can you hear me now?
It's still low.
Still low, dude.
a little bit low, my friend.
I don't know how to adjust shit, and it doesn't have
I am the kitten pirate.
ability.
Hey, what's up, Vic? If you want a link, hit me up, dude. We can get all kinds of people in this studio.
Is that better?
Nope.
No.
Fortunately, no, sir.
Maybe go out of the room and come back in, Pete.
That's next.
Because it's showing that you got full signal. As I look on the little thing in the corner, it lets me know how much signal everybody's got. And you're fully cranked on the signal, so it's not that.
I want to ask you guys a question. This is the second time I've been on a platform like this that's not StreamYard. What's the difference between what's that EVMux? How do you pronounce that?
EVMux. I call it eFux because I can't
eFux.
ever get it all spit out.
Well, what's so great about this in contrast to StreamYard? Is it a lower rate or
Yeah, a
greater
little lower
flexibility?
rate. Even on the free version, you can have up to 12 people in the room.
Really?
Yeah. That's one of the one benefits.
And you can share two screens at once, apparently.
Right. Yeah. See, I've got everybody, everybody that's got like a shared digital version. I've got that up along with it instead of, how on StreamYard you can only like share and highlight one shared
Yeah.
link at a time.
Who has the Photoshop? I can't.
Photoshop. That's me.
Yeah. How do you get that
Can you hear me?
screen there? I mean, how do you?
Same, Pete. Still low.
Can you hear me now?
No.
What?
Pete.
still-
Oh, I know why.
Oh, there it
You
is.
just use that as a window. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
being
yeah.
stupid.
That's the
Okay,
problem.
cool.
That's the problem.
I had no idea you could do that with EV That's rather cool, actually, to be honest with you. Instead of having like have that one particular screen so damn big, and it shuts everybody else down.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can't figure it out. We've had it set up before in the other for the other stuff, like when we do BC Presents and stuff, where I can do like I would in StreamYard, where you could hit one and enlarge it for a minute. Whoa! The airship has
Hello.
arrived.
Oh, that's better.
Hello. Yeah, but now
Might
you
have
got
to
like
turn
a lot
down
of,
your span a smidge
yeah.
now.
Now you're too loud.
Huh?
Now you're really loud.
Is it working?
Yeah,
Working,
here I
but you're
can
super
actually
loud.
hold. Let me control that. Keep it where you're at for a second. Let me try.
I'm
this.
right here. Check. Level check. 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 2. Check. Phil, can you hear me? Phil, how's that? Phil, let me know. Tell me when to shut the fuck up, Phil.
Just
Let me.
hold on. I'm trying to find your window here. At
I'm
the bottom.
Oh, you can't even find the fucking window. Jesus Christ.
It's this setup. Oh, I'm still not used to it. It doesn't show everything across. You're right there.
Stop using it then, damn it. I'm kidding.
This.
Excuse me.
It's kind of hard to get to the little handle to
Yeah.
scroll across.
Mm-hmm.
When you got this many people in shared windows at one time, it hides them off on the side, and you got to get it like pull and scroll across.
Yes.
All right. So now we will adjust your mic down.
Yes.
Keep talking.
Yes. 3 3 4 9 27 13 12. Go fuck yourself. Hi.
Probably about right there.
Yeah, you good there? Everybody good there? Everybody all right there? Everybody okay with this? Everybody happy?
Fan going in the background or something?
Yeah, I do have a fan going in the background.
That's probably.
That's my fan.
All right.
Mm.
There we go. Getting there.
Phil, I'm talking. Does
Yep.
that work?
Keep going. There you go.
Is that okay?
In there. Yeah.
I just had to get it down low enough where it cuts down on the airship effect a little bit.
It's hot in this room, so my fan's gonna be on.
It's
And as I've told other people who've complained about it, I'll dip. I have no fucking problem with that.
Oh,
That's
don't
my
dip,
fan.
man.
No,
We're
no,
just
That's my fan.
this is
Fuck.
like basically the soft reboot test stream, man. While I work out some of the shit in the studio, dude. Don't sweat it.
Happy or fucking doing nothing. Don't mind, I'm absolutely unwinding from spending the evening getting told what to do by a million different people.
Oh yeah.
So, fuck. But we're better now. My show got its date and we're approved, by the way.
Which is the what, huh?
But the Indie Art Show, my show, the
Oh,
show
yeah.
I run, will be. We are locked in February 3rd, 2024.
Congratulations.
At the
Yeah,
Great South
congrats,
Bay
man.
Brewery.
Awesome.
We're having some. It's like the seventh or eighth time I've done it. We used to do it. Oh, geez, how long ago? Before the pandemic, I was doing an art show for like a really underground art show, twice a year. So we had done a bunch. Then right after the pandemic, we moved to a local brewery by me, and that just was amazing. And now, the brewery is very busy, so it took her a minute to email me back because she completely missed it. But we got in touch with the events coordinator, and everything's good. We're all set. Tomorrow, I will email my list of rock star artists that I want first, and then we'll open it up to other artists and some craftsfolk, and then bada bing, bada boom, we got a show. And then I like to run a show very differently than a lot of people.
How would you run it, sir?
I do not like having moving parts or extra bells and whistles. Very simple. Here's your table. We're going to advertise the shit out of it. All the money I make pays for the insurance and marketing to get in as many people as they want. It's free to get in. Let's go. That's it. Venue plays its own music. Venue has their own kitchen, so I don't need food trucks or anything like that. Nice and easy. Let people come to you, but I do ask the artist, like, listen, we're putting this together, blah blah blah. Table only costs like $20, $25. So tell your people. You know what I mean? Tell your fans. Get your people in the door.
I should try that around here. There's like nothing going on artistically around my place.
I believe Rich and Jim will agree, and it's going to sound obnoxious, but I don't care. It's good sometimes to live in the center of the universe, which is New York,
please.
which is New York.
Well,
So
it is.
it absolutely
It is. Pete is. Pete is not wrong. Not wrong.
You guys wouldn't be biased at all, would you?
We were having the conversation.
Lived in New York
today.
all my life until I got here. Shit.
We were having the conversation today. It's like, well, why is Madison Square Garden the world's greatest arena? I mean, blah blah blah. I'm like,
because it is.
It's in the dead ass center of New York City. Means
it is.
If you first off, whether you travel in by train and you can tailgate on the train, or you have all of New York City to party in before you go to the event, and then after the event, guess what? Nothing is fucking closed.
Wait. Did someone question?
Yeah, why Madison Square Garden was like, well, why are New York events this, that, the other? I'm like, because we are the center of the universe.
That's why.
It's just the middle of the world, man. It really is.
Exactly.
I had the conversation with our buddy Sam during New York Comic Con. I was the last day. Now after post 9/11, every major event and venue in New York City has a high terror threat to it. Has a high terror risk, so they have to be vigilant, and they are. And most New Yorkers now are so used to it and so okay with it. I won't say we're complacent, but we're like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, we're on a 3? Okay, cool. We're on a 3. We're going to leave 10 minutes early. That kind of shit. Whatever. So, the last day of New York Comic Con, there was some unrest going on in other parts of the world. I'm not going to get into it. Whatever. But there was also some protests uptown and downtown from the Javits. So, because it's New York Comic Con and everybody was going to be leaving the Javits basically at the same time, every off-duty cop was called in. Everybody was, at least 3 or 4 different SWAT units were outside the Javits, just keeping an eye out in case, And I was explaining it to Sam because he was trying to get the van, he couldn't get through. And when we finally did get in contact with Sam, he's like, "Man, those guys looked ready." Like, drop of a pin, action time. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how it is now. Unfortunately, that's what happens. So
we had a little bit of that in London not too long ago.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, you must have, because there were some protests and stuff, weren't there?
There were plenty of protests, and a lot of what's over here in the UK is pro-Palestine.
Right.
A lot of what over here is pro-Palestine. Now, I don't know. I mean, I would prefer not to get into any type of like who did what or who's right or who's wrong. I mean, to me, on a purely observational scale, these are 2 separate ethnicities killing each other over a small fucking piece of ground on the surface of the earth. That's it. How many people have already died over this thing because it's holy ground?
I think it's a lot deeper than that, but I'm not going to drag the stream down by talking about it.
I mean, I could definitely be wrong about that. I mean, I have no problem being wrong about anything.
I just don't. I'm not talking about wrong or right. I just fuck politics. Fuck all that shit. Like, no, I don't. No. I let my art talk about that. I don't. If I feel like doing something about it, I'll paint something. I'll make a piece.
True.
It's what I do. It's what,
better man than I am.
The George Floyd piece that I did, the Megan Rapinoe piece that I did, the Colin Kaepernick piece that I did, all of whom, well, actually, I donated the George Floyd.
That's nice of you.
I wasn't gonna make money off of it.
When I was
refused to
drawn
make
more
money.
regularly, I would do a few like editorial
I
cartoon
wasn't even.
type
I was.
pieces.
I see editorial cartoons; those are cool. I just did a painting, and let people get whatever it is they needed to get out of it. You're pissed at me for it, cool. You loved me for it, cool. You were indifferent to me, cool. I was just that's I'm gonna paint it. You can do whatever you want with it, And then there was a professor because I did bring it to an art show for people to see, like an underground gallery kind of thing. But I put it up. I wasn't selling it. I wasn't selling prints. I wasn't doing anything. And he had talked. We talked. I was like, dude, why don't you borrow it for a little bit and just display it where it could do some good. And he's like, yeah, I think good kind of. I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, how long can I? I was like, as long as you want. Just let me know. So that's I forget where in Brooklyn it is right now. Then somebody did buy the Colin Kaepernick piece from me, which was one of my favorite pieces. I gotta find it. I have a print of it somewhere.
I remember that one.
Yeah, it was the black American flag. It was a faded American flag with Kaepernick kneeling, as a silhouette with his 49ers jersey on. And then the Megan Rapinoe one, that one I caught shit for that one. It was great. I laughed about it the whole time. I had her dressed up as Captain America with the shield.
Wow.
And Thor's hammer. Well, here's the thing. It comes from a thing for me. I call anybody who puts on the American sweater and is the captain, you're Captain America. Like, who was it for baseball? Oh, my God, for a while. He played with the Mets. Why can't I remember his name? David Wright. I actually called David Wright Captain America to his face at an autograph signing. And he's like, what? You're Captain America, bro. You wear the C in the American jersey. He goes, oh, that's pretty cool. And then Landon Donovan, I call Captain America. Clint Dempsey, I call Captain America. And then Megan Rapinoe was the captain of the U.S. women's soccer team. So I called her Captain America. And then somebody, I actually said that somewhere on the radio. I think it might have been the Michael K show. And some caller got pissed off at me, or somebody on the internet, whatever. Somebody got pissed off at me. So I was like, you know what? So I drew her in the foreground, and the background was the American flag, but the red and white stripes were rainbow. And I drew the stars as if little kids drew the stars, not like straight, like no, just hand done stars. And it was a really successful piece, actually. I own a digital. I don't own it anymore, though, or any of the prints. They're all gone. And then what was the other one? Phil, you saw the other one. What was the other one? I didn't know. I know we talked about it forever ago, during the madness days. We talked about it. What the fuck was it? What the fuck was it? I did another one, and it was all. And again, no opinion, no nothing. Here, this is what this is. This is what I think. Or not even that. This is go ahead, read into it whatever you want. Read into it. Okay, those kids sound like they're having a great time.
A monster.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, I want to go beat them.
I'm so no, don't. I'm jealous. It sounds great. I'm enjoying it.
All right, if it gets me bothered, tell me and I'll go.
No, it's not really.
It's
really
fine.
Not. It sounds.
It gives me a chuckle.
Yeah, it really does. That's exactly. I'm on the same level with Phil on that. It's just funny as a kid.
Just to hear the random thing every now and then, rah, or some weird shit in the background.
Okay.
Like
if it does become a problem, just give me a heads up and we'll.
No, it's not. It's really not. Like when Max has his kid over and it's like, oh, fucking Fortnite, blah blah blah, or some shit like that. I just giggle my fat ass off. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm going to be. Did I do something? Something clicked? Okay, no. So funny story. Let's switch the subject a little bit, but continue on shows. So at the market, the Moonlight Markets that I do, I don't know if this is on purpose, by accident, just good fucking doodah luck. The table next to me is usually these two really good-looking girls, and they work for one of the dispensaries. So they do their, local dispensary. So they do their They basically bring the dispensary to the event. And they have some flour, they have pieces, they have edibles, they have pre-rolls, they got grinders, whatever the fuck you want or can think of, they have, okay? Cartridges for your pen, fucking just Jesus. And there's two things.
Goodness.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. And there's two things. Well, the first thing I noticed was people don't haggle or be like, "Oh, well, how much is this? Do you have anything cheaper?" When it comes to the dispensary, they just don't. Warren, help me out here. Am I wrong? Am I close? Like,
No, it's usually all pretty much straight up.
if something costs $40, okay, here's $40. It's
Yeah.
like none. Well, can you do 25? No, none of that. And I'm listening to them selling stuff. It's like, okay, that's 25. That's 60. That's okay. That'll be $160. Okay, here you go. I'm like, fuck. I gotta start selling weed. I gotta somehow. And but New York has become, New York has taken the blueprint of Colorado and said, you mean we can make money off this? Yeah, cool. Everybody sell weed. Okay. So I'm gonna look into that. Oh, here's some artwork. Here's some paintings. Here's some drawings. Would you like a brownie?
Would you like a
I
brownie?
did
It's
this on
Sweetmobile.
this particular brand. I
Yeah,
did this on.
that's basically what's gonna happen, Jim. That's basically what's gonna happen. Not even basically. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Mm.
Call it Mary Jane inspired art.
Something.
Something.
Oh, that's what that picture is. Okay.
Mm. Hi, Rick.
Why are you fucked up?
So, how about them Cubs?
Uh,
They did
Actually,
they've done nothing in the offseason right now.
Juan Soto. Are you a Yankee or a Met fan there?
I'm a Yankee fan. The gigantic trade for a guy that might only be a 1-year renter.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's free agent next year, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And Scott Boris's clients do not sign extensions.
Yeah, and they're not charitable either.
No, they're not.
They don't do the hometown discount thing.
But if he's on the right team to get paid, so he'll be all right.
Yeah,
I'm not super worried. I'm more worried about the pitchers, the kids that they gave up, and what's next. Because they're not better. They're not better yet.
Yeah.
Because they were.
I heard what was the main component of the trade going to San Diego? Michael King or something?
It was our number 5 prospect. I forget the kid's name.
Oh wow.
It was our number 5 prospect. But the problem is we had already lost 3 pitchers in the Rule 5 draft 2 days ago.
Oh
So
really?
that's a shitload of kids just disappeared. So
Wow,
I don't
that's
know
not good.
I don't know
That
what's next.
doesn't sound very good.
Right now, no, it doesn't. But we shall see. There's still a ton of time. There's still plenty. It's only December. We got a solid 2 months of hot stove. So a lot of things can happen.
I hope the Mets sign Alonso. I just hope they keep Alonso. That he's pretty much become the Mets at this point.
Here's the thing, though. I might be a negative person, but if they're having as many troubles as they say they're having,
With the Mets?
yeah, trade them and get a fuckload of kids for them.
I tend to agree.
At the
with
end of
that
last,
one. I honestly do because, I mean, how old is he? He's like
I don't know how
approaching
old he is.
30, isn't he?
I don't know how old he is. He's in his prime.
He is in his prime, but that's another 4 or 5 years, depending on conditioning.
Yep. And here's the thing. I even said at the end of the Yankee season last year, trade everybody. Everybody. Get as much you can for everybody.
Even
Start over.
Judge?
Yes.
Even Judge?
Yep. Here you go. I don't believe in Judge as a leader. He lost time because he had a bad toe.
I
had a-
agree.
had a
He's not very charismatic. He's not
You
a
are-
Jeter.
You are the Yankee captain. You missed
Yeah.
time because of a toe? Excuse me, sir. Let me introduce you to Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott cut off. Ronnie Lott had doctors. He tore a ligament in his pinky. went to the doctor, said, he goes, well, how long is it going to take? Well, if we fix it, it'll take about 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
He goes, well, what if you just cut off the tip of my pinky? Doctor goes, oh, you won't miss any playing time at all. He goes, cool, cut it off. Cut off the tip of his pinky so he wouldn't miss any playing time.
Wow. Are you serious?
Aaron Judge, you should have cut off your toe.
Pete Alonso. I'm looking him up right now. How old is this cat? He's 30. He's just about 30. He's just about 30 years old. I mean, you can sign him for another 7 years, I think. I mean, what would you do, Pete?
I honestly would trade him and get a bunch of kids. If you were on the edge of
You
being
can't
good,
lose really one way or the other.
if they were on the edge of being good, like, well, we're going to be a contender, then okay, you keep him.
Yeah.
But if you don't know if you're going to be, like, you don't know what's going on and you haven't done jack shit other than getting Luis Severino in free agency, yeah, you might want to, fuck it, sell the farm. But that's why I'm not a GM. I'm not the expert at these things.
I don't know, man. I have a feel. I mean, given what they did with Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, and then got rid of him, I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a shit ton of money at Ohtani, and that would be a bad move.
He won't come to New York.
He won't, huh?
He won't come to New York.
Okay, let's scratch that then.
He's gonna. I think he wants to stay in California, somewhere in California. I don't know who, but in California because closer ties to Japan. It's easier to,
Gotcha.
West Coast.
Yeah.
My brother's hoping that the Mariners pick him up.
That would be.
No, that's not going to fucking happen.
You never know, actually.
You think so?
I think that would be a great fit for him.
Why do you say that?
He's hoping.
You have the Japanese ties, but also the Mariners were on the edge of doing it last year. A guy like Ohtani puts any team in the mix, but the Angels are proof in the pudding. If none of the other guys are trying to win the way he does, you're fucked. The Mariners have a bunch of kids that were ready to go. You add Ohtani to that. What do you want, Cat? That's dangerous. That's fun to watch. And then you also remember that the Mariners have a guy, who speaks Ohtani's language that, in their alumni section that's probably helping out.
Oh, yeah. Ichiro is very, very famous in Japan.
No shot Ichiro isn't helping. God, I was so happy I got to see him play all those games when he was a Yankee. I was so happy.
Oh, I never got to see him play.
So much. Seeing him play was so much. Watching the little things that he did was so much fun. It was just fun to watch him. And then I outside of the Yankees, the baseball player I've probably seen the most play live is Griffey Jr. I've seen him everywhere. What are we doing? Well, let's go watch a game. Let's go pick up a game. We're going to take a bus and we're going to go do this and blah, blah, blah. And pick up a game in Cincinnati. Why? Junior's playing. Oh, so we're going to all 3 games? Yeah.
That's hot. God damn it, man. That's a fucking great life.
I've been to over 100 sports arenas and stadiums. I don't do the Disney thing.
Yeah.
I like stadiums and games. Hello, Kat.
Have you ever been across the pond to any of these cricket stadiums or anything?
Not yet.
They're
on the list.
really vast. They're really fucking big. Cricket fields are just ridiculous. They're far bigger than a baseball field.
The first trip across will probably, I'm gonna lie, and people are gonna think this is weird. It's gonna be Spain though.
That's a great country to visit.
I would go. Look, besides food and women and entertainment and blah 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 and history and all that, there is one place in Spain I need to go. I need to go to Barcelona and I need to go to the No Camp. I need to go to Camp No for an experience one of my teams live, and that's a Football Club Barcelona. I have to go. I had a manager once who's not a sports guy, and then another one of his managers and me were the soccer guys, and we were always blah 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 blah. So he went on an anniversary trip with his wife to Spain and a couple other places, but Spain was the primary thing. They went to Madrid, they went to Barcelona, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. He comes back, we're talking about the trip. What'd you do? Blah blah blah. He goes, "You fucking guys were right, dude. that soccer team is Coca-Cola in Barcelona. I'm like, yeah, they are. He was, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, man, it's way bigger than it is here, but we're getting there. It's now the number 4 major league. Wait, is it number 4 or the 3? It's either the 4th or the 3rd league, the MLS in the United States now.
That's good, I suppose.
It's fighting with baseball, I think, now is what
Really?
the NBA and the NFL are king, and no one's catching them. They're
Yeah.
just not. They're just not. But baseball has lost a lot of its stroke, especially on TV. This was like one of the worst watched World Series ever.
Wow.
Did baseball ever really recover from the strike?
The strike, and the steroids.
Yeah, both those
are
are really hurtful for
just
baseball.
really held it down, and then they had a rash of ball players that were just not friendly.
Yeah.
Like, you could just a bunch of guys that just weren't like, you turn around and you got hockey players doing all sorts of awesome stuff with kids and hanging out. Same thing with football players, same thing with basketball players, this, that, the other thing.
Yeah.
Doing other stuff, and baseball players really weren't. And I think that really hurt them. They really, oh, it's national pastime. I was like, hey guys, guess what? It's not. It's not anymore.
No, you got
Sorry.
competition now.
Not only that, their market isn't what it was because their demographic is different. Okay, more of my family members play baseball than yours. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like and they don't cater to that demographic as much as they should, especially in the stands. So it's like, ugh. And then even with Otani and some of the other guys, they want to blame the language barrier. I'm like, no, it's the fact that you need 9 guys to play baseball. And equipment and all this shit, Well, what about hockey? Hockey's expensive. Yeah, but they play it in Canada. They'll be fine. As long as you're Canadians. As long as there's Canadians, hockey's fine. Okay? It's the truth. Do you understand that if you walk in New York or any urban city, you see basketball courts everywhere? Okay, cool. If you do the same thing in Montreal and Toronto, those basketball parks are hockey rinks.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Yes, the fuck they are. Because I've watched kids playing hockey in the middle of the city of Montreal twice in my life. So,
In curling.
no, hockey. We're talking about hockey. Stop that. Stop that. Do not take away anything from hockey. Hockey is the greatest sport in the universe.
A player,
Toughest
they have hockey
motherfuckers
over
I've ever
here
seen.
in the United Kingdom. Give me a minute. Let me see this. Something
It's-
terrible happened just recently. UK hockey player.
Is that the one that got sliced with a skate?
Yes.
No, that guy
Yes.
died. No,
Died,
that was the guy that
exactly.
died. Yeah, that was the guy that died. But that was here.
Yeah, that
That was here.
what, Adam Johnson?
I believe so.
Oh no, he was here. No, give me one second.
There was a guy a couple weeks ago. The video
Oh,
of
no,
him
it
picking,
was
picking up his teeth.
it was here in the the UK.
There was something that happened with the skate and the guy. Here.
Yeah, that also happened in the U.S. too recently.
Did that guy die in the US?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's why-
horrible.
They're
That's why
actually
TJ.
they're actually talking about having something about manslaughter charges and
Yeah,
shit.
there's something about that. That's why TJ Oshie is being a big supporter of the neck guard.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, they want to bring in neck protection now.
Yeah, it's
They
mandatory
had
now.
it. No, it's
Now
not yet.
in the
No,
UK,
it's not
it's
yet.
mandatory.
Yeah, here it's not yet. They have to. The Players Association has to have a vote during the off season. But a lot of guys are wearing it.
I don't blame him. Yeah, I have a little snippet from it. Johnson, 29, died after appearing to receive a catastrophic cut to his neck from a skate blade of another player during a Challenge Cup between his team, the Nottingham Panthers, and the Sheffield Steelers on October 30th. 8,000 people were in the crowd to see that. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. And Who was the person who fucking did it? Yeah, he was. It looks like he was rather popular here. And one of my friends and colleagues drew a picture of him, for for charity for his family. He wasn't even 30 yet.
That's
Christ,
tragic.
that is tragic. And that guy's been the person who cut him. He is being charged with manslaughter.
Did he? Was it malicious or was it just an accident?
Something like that would be an accident, but
They might have been in a
God.
scrum.
Yeah.
If it doesn't say if there was any type of like confrontation or anything, But man, that's just horrible shit, man. Honestly, God damn. Put a little captain in you. What time is it? It's 5:51. And no, I'm not griping about the time. I just want to take a look because I'm going to go to the supermarket soon. It opens at like 6 here. So, because I need to get some spaghetti. Everyone's so fucking quiet. Where is everyone?
I am
I'm right here.
Oh, I know you are, Pete.
taking care of some texting real quick.
I know you are, Pete,
I'm
because
joking.
as soon as you came in, you rightfully took over the room, and I'm so glad you did.
Well, I just wanted to chat.
I'm looking at pretty pictures.
He's like, I just got out of work. I want to unwind and be social
yeah,
out
I
of the
just
work
wanted-
atmosphere.
What I was saying was is that
I'm
like
gonna
as
need
soon
to
as
share
you
in a
started
second,
talking-
Phil.
As soon as you started talking, Pete, I was gripped. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to listen to him the whole time.
Okay, this is not
That's not
because I will not watch video of the guy getting cut. But Phil, if you could share me.
I'm trying to.
Sorry, Phil.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like you gotta, it's got all our windows at the bottom, like it does StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Except once you have so many, it varies.
Yeah, you got to scroll. Yeah,
It's really hard.
I had that problem.
I'll scroll
Yeah.
on it to grab hold of it. But I'll have
Here
to.
we go.
Well, I guess I'll just leave it up big right now while we see this.
Yeah, I'll do that. Here. I watched this game, and this is the other night. This is fun.
Finish every shift. Sabres looking to do the same here and carry that over to Norlight as Clifton intercepts at center.
What?
Pass the Hurricanes into the
Boom! Sit the fuck down.
Clifton over on the far side and a discussion about it afterwards still happening back inside the Sabres.
Yeah.
Side was Drury. And they're gonna
Oh, we're gonna go, boys.
fans are on their feet. Finally.
God bless you, hockey.
Yeah, there it is.
God bless you, hockey.
Hey, a hockey game broke out the fights.
Well, it's such an important part of the game. This is another good one. I watched this game too. Oh, sit the fuck down!
Oh, shut.
Oh, you gotta get in there, boys.
You got the rear naked choke on him.
No, YouTube. Thank you. Sit the fuck down. Oh. Oh, turn back, cameraman. Turn back. I love hockey. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, here we go. This is from 2011. Warren, you want to be in on this? This is some fun shit. These are two original 6 hockey teams. Yes.
You're not ready.
Just didn't get them clean enough.
I have a pure hatred for each other. And the announcers are the absolute best.
Oh my god. RKO out of nowhere!
This is just ancient hatred here.
Oh my god.
And I love that about in this studio. You can move stuff anywhere you want it. Resize it anywhere you want it. So nice.
Ugh! Fucking love Carey Price. Boom! Oh!
Oh, those poor refs.
Yeah, no, they're done. They're just done. Oh, it gets worse. Now it gets worse. What are you doing, Carey? You can't grab a guy like that. You're the goalie.
We're gonna have no one left to play.
Fuck it, fight. I don't care. I fucking don't care. That's what the ref said. I just don't care.
Chris Christie turned on
Bryce goes for the right. Thomas goes for the takedown.
Okay, that's enough.
Still not fight straps, huh?
That's enough, you two.
You score, and things got a little out of control. Cassie ready, Patrick wanted to, but you're.
Everybody's in the box. Everybody's in the box.
That's the penalty box.
Yeah, that was a.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's the bench.
The Bruins got about half their roster in there. I mean, if you look over to the Boston bench, it's the wide open spaces. You look at in the penalty bench, and they are wall to wall. Krejci ahead to Horton. It's offside. Horton and Subban. And Gill inadvertently grabs Subban. Now Gill works his way through to Horton.
The best part about PK Subban, while he was in Montreal, he literally built a hospital for sick kids with nobody knowing it until like it was done, and the hospital finally said, "Wait, nobody knows you did this?" He goes, "No, shh." They're like, "No, fuck that. We're telling everybody."
Yeah.
He built a hospital for sick kids in Montreal. So when he ended up leaving Montreal and his first game back, dude, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
It was the Horton-Subban matchup all night long. They've been going at each other. As you look at David Krejci making his way to the dressing room for the Bruins. Pouliot caught him with a pretty good right hand. But Subban comes at Nathan Horton after the offside call, and he's got his stick way up in the air as if he's going to take a swing at him or at the puck with the stick. And Horton just let him know he didn't like it. And I thought we had a chance to see those two go, something I was anticipating all night long, especially once the game got decided. It's been a great... Two of which have resulted in Montreal power play goals. Final minute of the game. Boychuk with a great forearm shiver to detect Pyatt. Buchanan tries to push Barrett's away and does. Slides it through the crease. Spacek one hands it in deep. Ferentz offers with Travis Mullen. This is Mutton Jeff going at it with a huge physical advantage on Andrew Ferentz. Ferentz takes a right. Mullen tries to pound him down. Goes under and over. Ferentz gets the takedown.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Keep on hammering. we're gonna go with Sean Thornton offering against
Oh boy, here we go.
Fuck it, let's go. Fuck it.
I'm surprised they haven't just leaped the wall and started fighting fans.
God, this reminds me so much of Slapshot.
Butcher throwing hammers.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
Oh.
Linesmen just killing themselves right now. And that one fight, fuck it, we can't get to that one fight.
Wait your turn.
Trying to leverage Campbell into the glass.
Oh!
Oh!
Hey, Rich. Chris Mad says hello, man.
And the
He does?
the refs are just going
Yeah.
all in on it.
All right, well,
Or not the refs, the announcers.
He was
they're the
maybe
best.
gonna,
Hockey
he,
announcers are the absolute best.
he was maybe going to drop in tonight, except he's got to get ready for a con. You going to the? You're not going to any cons, are you, this weekend?
I am done.
What was it? I think he said Oceanside.
Yeah, there's no in Ocean City, Maryland. There's
Ocean
a really
City?
good, there's actually a
I
really
don't have
good
anything.
there's a really good convention in what the fuck are you doing in Ocean City.
I don't have any conventions coming up, not anytime soon. I don't have anything.
Are they pretty?
Really?
How regular are they out there? How?
That's a
Every
good question.
fucking week.
Yeah.
Every week. There's a minor one. There's about 2 or 3 minor ones
Well,
every week, and there's major ones every 2 or 3.
here you go, Warren.
And
You'll
it's
love this.
it's super crazy with all those conventions, man. One of them, the London show, is held in
MGM or something it's called?
MCM.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I knew it was
the
something like that.
MCM London show. It's over at the Excel Center. This is an airplane hangar. This thing is bigger than a fucking airplane hangar. You can hold about 5 Super Bowls in there. We had about 150,000 people in that show, and you could barely see. I mean, you could like only 2 of the rooms were filled. There's about 8 or 9 of them of huge capacity. I mean, it's like they're all airplane hangars, and they're not even. There's no airplanes in them.
This video is 4 minutes of Alex Ovechkin destroying people.
Oh Jesus!
What was that one that you did, Pete? That
Boom,
was
sit the fuck down.
that was
Sorry.
like the
love
airplane
this guy.
place or whatever.
Okay, well that's the museum. That's the
Okay.
we do CradleCon and a couple other things at the Cradle of Aviation Space and Aeronautics Museum. And that that has a few airplane hangars,
Yeah.
but it's not as big as that. Like when you're thinking that big here, that's the Javits.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that place you're talking about, Rich, like the Javits?
It's bigger. I think it's bigger than the Javits. How many
No,
square feet is the Javits?
Javits holds over 200,000 people.
Okay, Excel Center. Excel London. Let's see. It's a 100-acre site. When what the fuck? This is a recent new building, I think. It was renovated in 2010. 100,000 square meters. It doesn't give a capacity that I can see. No, let me just take a look. Excel London capacity. Excel London capacity. 68,750 people. That's how much they can lawfully put in there.
The Javits is 310,000 square feet, 3 million square feet, 310,000 square meters.
Oh,
Total
good.
space. The exhibit hall is 850,000 square feet, 79,000 meters squared. And it's just monsters.
I stand corrected. I
Now,
stand corrected.
the I don't know about the one in London. You tell me because the Javits has multiple levels.
But it's all like a one. It's like a 1 floor flat, really.
this
You know,
the Javits is at least 4 levels.
yeah.
So
This only
'cause
has
it's
like
New
one.
York, yeah. Because it's New York, they build up, you know.
Yeah.
So the upper exhibition hall is 410,000 square feet. The lower exhibition hall, with like the meeting rooms are and stuff like that, is 250,000. Special events hall, that's the big new theater that they built, is 100 square foot. The cafeteria is 63,000 square feet. The concourse is 75,000 square feet. The Crystal Palace, where like all the meetups and you get your tickets and shit, is 65,000 square feet. The Galleria, which is that back cafeteria, is 60,000 square feet.
Oh my god.
The River Pavilion, which is the back, is 23,000. There's 2 levels of loading docks, making up 50 loading docks. And yeah, so they added 1.2 million square feet. While we were having Comic Cons for like 4 years, they added all that shit. The Javis is just a beast. It's an absolute beast.
I'll be right back. Warren, you're in charge, man.
Oh, awesome.
Oh no.
Well, he'll do good. He'll do good. He's a mod on my Twitch channel. He'll do good.
You guys just keep talking and keeping everybody entertained.
We'll do what we can. That's just my hand. Whee, my hand. I forgot how to turn off my.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna get going. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get my day started.
All right,
Yeah,
Rich.
well,
Well,
thank
thank
you.
you
It
for
was good
stopping
seeing
by.
all of you again.
Good
Good
seeing
seeing
you,
you,
brother.
Pete.
Don't be a
Good
stranger.
seeing you guys. And
Be a stranger.
I'm always strange. Just invite me to the next fucking show and I'll be there.
Yes, sir.
Where can they find you?
I
Across the
don't know,
pond.
Facebook, whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
supermarket.
really. I have yet to rebuild my social media platform.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Well,
YouTube.
we'll make sure to send you links
Wait,
when we
wait.
go
Oh yeah,
live.
that's right. I have a fucking the Richness Art channel where I'm going to start just doing draw streams and the occasional lesson here and there. You know, and
Awesome.
whatnot. So. All right, I'll see you cats later.
Have a good one, Rich.
Hey, the Gator.
Okay.
All right, let's light everything on fire.
Ba-boom.
You know how it is.
I went and watched the new Godzilla movie, Pete.
Yeah, I need to go.
It's worth it.
No, I know. I just need to. It's great. One more thing to add to the list. Fuck, I can't catch it. I just can't catch up.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get caught up on shows right now, but it's like impossible.
And and of course, new shit keeps getting added.
Yep. Like I'm finally finishing Attack on Titan now. And
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
enjoying that.
you want to know something funny? Attack on Titan, yeah, blah 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 blah. I was just glad it was over.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, woohoo, that was blah blah blah. I'm like, ah, good, it's done.
It's very dark, that 4th season.
It's fucking dark. Like, and then a weird I don't want to say subreddit because that's probably not right, but sub whatever. Last year when it was new-ish, I got probably 6 commissions for hot adult Eren Yeager
Really?
from women, yeah, from girls. Oh my god, he's amazing. Oh, please, draw him. Oh, the one in the scene without his shirt on. I'm like, Eren? Really? Like, I understand, you know, people with weird Kakashi fetish, or, you know, we like blah blah blah, or Light from Death Note, or, you know, blah blah this guy, or what, I forget the name of the pirate in One Piece. But you know what I mean? I get it. You know, I get. Oh, Bakugo's so hot. Blah blah.
Oh.
You know, I get that. Eren fucking Yeager, really?
Where'd Rich go?
Oh,
Which
he had
I
to
do-
take
he had
off.
to go
Oh,
shopping.
he had to- okay, I got to pull this one down.
Shopping, in
He's
quotes.
going food shopping.
Shopping.
They don't
See
do that
how
in
he
England.
is.
They
Waits
don't do
till
that
I
in-
disappear to leave.
Well, he did.
Yep.
He did tell us to tell you to
I
go
warned
fuck
you
yourself.
about that guy.
I know.
So he did tell us to tell you to go fuck yourself. So
I'm sure he did.
tell Phil I said to go fuck himself. I said it. Fuck you. He didn't. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Wouldn't be
totally
unusual, but you know.
Fair enough.
Oh, Phil.
Okay, I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna go pee.
I'm not leaving either.
Okay.
Just not doing it. Can't make me. What's that? She's holding a sword. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, there the camera caught up. I was like, I thought he was going to the bathroom. His hand's just moving really slow. Oh man, somebody better kick the engines on in the airship again, man. We're gonna go down. The engine stopped, man. That's what I want. I want a good new movie that does some steampunk well. That's what I want. I have not
Well,
seen.
steampunk.
I have not seen a good steampunkish movie for a while.
Cause it's dead. Sorry.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't think it's in the top.
Well, you know,
Of the
they have that
popular
elements in it, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't
Not
think it's
like
just that
full on
popular right
steampunk, but you know, some of those aesthetics, you know.
now. Sure. I don't disagree.
I think the last one they tried to pull that with was, guys, remember the one where it was the giant or cities on giant like tracks that go across?
Mortal Engine.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That could have been cool, but nah.
Oh yeah. the
One of
same thing.
Peter
I picked
Jackson's
up a
many
shift.
misses.
I picked up a shift. Sorry, you didn't email me back. I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
Aesthetically, it looked cool, man, but it was just it was pretty funky or convoluted from what I remember as far as story. Or some retro stuff like that. Do you guys remember Sky Captain or what was it?
I remember it. I just,
That one was cool. I dug that.
never my bag.
Like the old school fleet of giant robots and shit.
I hate it.
And
I
plus
hate it all.
it had Angelina Jolie in it.
Oh, that's true.
And Gwyneth Paltrow.
What was she in that too?
She was the reporter girlfriend.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one.
I love that movie.
I liked it because I like that retro, you know, that retro
Yeah.
but updated retro thing.
It's like 1930s sci-fi look.
They're
Yeah.
going to be. Oh, by the way, because I just saw Keith that has an ad for it. They are at the Ocean City, Maryland Comic Con this weekend. This is where Chris and Keith and a bunch of others are going to be at.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Ocean City, Maryland's really awesome. It's like
How far is that for you if you had
it's
to
about
go?
7 hours. It's like
7
right
hours.
around,
Damn,
around
that's a
DC.
long
No, it's-
drive.
It's not bad. It's DC. We've done it in the morning. Yeah, it's no big whoop. It really isn't.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's one of those where you got to find the place for the night and all that good
See,
stuff.
if you leave at the right time to avoid rush hour here, and you get there just at the right time, it's about a 7-hour drive. DC in one shot, DC, Baltimore's the farthest down I'll go. Ohio is the farthest west I'll go in one shot, and then we fucking made it to Montreal in one shot. So,
Well, I'm saying though, you got to, but that's like a weekend thing, right?
well, no, we can. I mean, we've Baltimore Comic Con. I left Thursday, and yeah, you got to stay. But that was when we were, and I do not an announcement, but that's when we were cramming. 3 of us are in a car and 6 of us in a hotel room in the ghetto.
Yeah.
In the fucking hood. But that's coming back, boys and girls. I'm making plans with some folks to roll together to shows in 2024, which is going to be great. Because you can get with 3 people or even 2 people in a car, you can get farther. You know,
Yeah.
that's how we did Chicago in 16 hours. I mean, I thought we were gonna die, but that's how we did Chicago. Between the blizzard and the fucking 7,000 mile per hour fucking 18-wheelers flying past us, yeah, I thought we were gonna die. But it was a good time. What was I saying? But yeah, shows. It's weird. I know you've done a couple, Phil, in the last couple years, yeah?
Well, not the last year, between all the moving and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
But
Yeah, before that.
Before that, yeah, okay. Because I know by a couple miles, I do more than all you guys. I know I do.
Oh, I know you do more than I do.
But it's just weird. Because before I met any of y'all, I wouldn't have had a weekend to hang out because I was at a fucking show. you know? So.
Yeah, when I first got into comics, I wasn't really even thinking about doing the conventions. It's like, I just want to do the comic work. I'm just a colorist anyhow.
All I want to
But
do
then
is
I
shows.
got in a couple and had some of my stuff that I worked on with people that I could get out there and stuff. So I was more about it. And it was fun. I liked it.
All I want to do is shows.
Well, see, the issue is now, man, being in a whole new area. Back home, I knew when all the shows were and where that were close, and here I don't.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem now.
Your best bet, and Jim, I'll get to you in a second, but Phil, your best bet is to get with Johnny and go to Planet. Because if you go to Planet, you'll get because everybody who will do, because that's the big guy, right? That's the New York Comic Con for Kansas City, right, where you are. So, right, that's the big monster. That's a good show. Planet Comic Con is a really good show. But you go there, all the smaller shows are going to be there, in one way or another, and you'll get a good hook on that. And Jim, where are you now?
I'm in Arizona, man. I'm on the West Coast.
Arizona's tough.
I gotta figure out what shows are happening that are, obviously there's San Diego. There's a show in Phoenix.
I was about to say, there's stuff in Arizona though.
Yeah, but I don't know like the contacts and all that stuff. So I gotta find some local artists that could hook me up with contacts and shit like that. So
come do Planet here, man. It's not that far.
But right now, I'm really like so focused on doing the graphic novel and
yeah. I get
I don't have time to make product to sell. You know what I mean, like prints and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So. I'll probably miss another year, and then I'll maybe jump back into doing shows and whatnot.
That's the thing, man. It's like when the funk hit, man. I had just gotten a good reserve of work to put out there and stuff, and then that hit, and now I've got a lot of work that I've done and just not had a chance to be out at a show yet. Like I said, moving to the new area and stuff too. So.
Plus, I've been trying to build up the sculpting and stuff, so I have some like original pieces to bring with me and try to sell those as higher ticket items.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
But what I want to do is sculpt characters that are related to the book that I'm working on, so that way I have pieces of the characters, and if people are interested in the book, then I'll have pieces like that to sell. But they'll all be one of a kind. They're not going to be like molded or 3D printed or anything like that. So
right.
It's time, man. It's just time. I gotta work on the book for money. That helps bring in the cash. And,
right.
Yeah. We're just now getting settled to Arizona. And my wife had me traveling with her to different facilities in the beginning. So I was doing a lot of traveling with her. I was thinking about buying one of those mobile studios, those all-in-one digital studios. That way I can work on the books and stuff when I go travel with her.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
What kind of mobile studio would
Huion makes one.
Oh, you're going to do... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I won't do Cintiq. It's Huion's just as good for less money. They have one that's 24 inches, I think. It's pretty big, but it allows you to
Yeah.
work 11 by 17. But it's a computer and tablet all in one.
Oh, it's the all-in-one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an all-in-one studio.
Oh,
So
the Cintiq one all-in-ones are. Oh my God, those
yeah, they're
are
crazy.
salty, man.
Yeah, they're crazy in price too. So
That's what I use is
once I
Huion.
do that,
I love them.
huh?
That's what I
Yeah.
use is Huion.
Yep. I wouldn't trade mine up for the world.
Don't have a
That's it.
Julian, but I have a Wacom, but it's not a Cintiq.
I paid for my Huion what my 13-inch Cintiq cost, and my Huion's a 22-inch. So the
Jesus.
22-inch Huion, yeah, and I paid a little under $1,000 for it at the time. And my Cintiq? My 13-inch Cintiq was like 1,100 at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, which I still have. I just don't use it. It's packed away. But it's too small a screen to work on. You know,
What size is it?
it's only 13 inches.
That's about the size of my iPad. 'Cause I use Procreate
Yeah,
for digital.
right.
I moved. When look, I was Photoshop, blah blah blah, this, that, the other thing, and then when my Mac desktop, the screen shit the bed. I got this laptop and I couldn't do anything digitally. Then quarantine came and I was like, hey, quarantine money, cool. Hey, 4 easy installments, I can get an iPad with a pencil, cool. Downloaded Procreate because tattoo artist and he did some comic book covers. Dave Tevenall, a good friend of mine, had done some Procreate brushes, and he had done a lot of all his digital stuff was on Procreate. He goes, you got to check it out. You got to try it. Just check it out. See what happens. I was like, cool, and I did, and I fell fucking in love with it.
Yeah,
I do. A buddy of mine, I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about, Jim, but same thing. He's like, oh, the Cintiqs are they're great, they're amazing, they're awesome, absolutely top of the line, but also absolutely priced me out. You
Yeah,
know?
the on-screen
Yeah,
one
yeah.
was too expensive for me at the time, so I saved up a bit and ended up getting an Intuos 4.
Yes, yeah. Somebody gave me one of those.
Probably got it too big, but I got it. It was used and in the area, and it was in good shape. So I went ahead and went for it. Plus, I've gamed for years. My hand-eye coordination is fine, so I don't have
That's good.
really have the screen.
That's good. Phil, I'm sharing my buddy Dave's Instagram. I think Jim will get a kick out of this. If you would be so kind, young Philip.
Yeah, cool.
So he's a tattoo artist. He's done graffiti stuff and comic book stuff, but that's a small piece he did. And that's some of his tattoo work.
Beautiful.
Oh, I can see who's watching.
Oh, I love that.
In this studio. You have one watcher on YouTube. And the studio, you can drop down where it says how many people are watching, and it'll tell you where they're at. That's pretty cool.
Nice work.
The guy's a beast. He's an absolute. He's also the nicest guy in the world.
You've done a lot of the shows on the East Coast that I did, so you probably know some of the same group of guys. You remember Ryan G. Brown? You know Ryan?
Me or Phil?
You.
Because I don't. I don't.
You don't? I'm surprised.
I don't.
He does a lot of the same shows you do. He's got a very unique cartoon style. Very clean lines, man. Traditionally inking.
Yeah.
That guy's a beast.
Where is the one? Yeah, Dave's paintings.
He does zombie pets, and
Okay.
he's done.
Okay. Do you know what?
Yeah,
I do know who you're talking about. I just didn't know.
He does stuff for covers and stuff. And I think he's done a couple of IDW and image stuff. Really cool guy. He got me into doing circuits and Comic Cons. We always had a blast.
This guy, when I first met him, was New York Comic Con a bunch of years ago.
Yeah, really nice work.
Big cock.
Really nice.
He was at the table next to us, so we introduced each other, blah, blah, blah. And really, again, we try to be neighborly with everybody. You know, we always have snacks and shit like that. We're always talking, right? Okay, cool. So the day starts. We're going. We're busy. He's busy. He's really busy. So I'm like drawing stuff, and I'm doing, and it was crazy because I was doing, this is a Procreate animation. He was doing, we were both doing either, basically at one point we were both either doing sketch covers at the same time for people, or we were doing, not like little pieces, we were doing big 11 by 17s for people. Like there, on the spot. But boom, 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 boom. So finally, at that point, I was a smoker at the time. So, I was like, fuck, I forgot my cigarettes. He goes, oh, I got one. Let's go outside. So there was a lull. We ran outside. He goes, bro, I love your shit. Oh, bro, dude, I love your shit. We had a total bromance for a second. He goes, and then as we were walking back to the table, he's like, dude, you're killing me. I'm like, how am I killing you? You got all this amazing shit. And he turns out, I was like, bro, you're going too fast. Like, I can't keep up with you. I'm like, I was about to say the same fucking thing. Because we were just like blasting out sketch covers in an hour. We were blasting out 11 by 17s in like an hour and a half. And I mean, like, not like just, here's a pose, that's it, it's done. We're talking like detailed shit and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, at one point he was working on a Batman with the building and, you know, coming down with the rope. And I was doing a Zatanna with a bunch of magic kind of stuff, you know, like runes, I guess the name, what you would call them, in the background, you know, doing all sorts of magical shit with the fishnets and blah, blah, blah. And we both, his wife at the time and my partner, like you guys need to, like, chill. Like, slow down. Like, holy shit, you guys are banging stuff out. And it's not like you're just banging stuff out and it looks like shit. Like, we were in such a zone that because we were basically competing with each other without knowing that we were competing with each other. We were putting out good stuff. Like, I know I was putting out decent stuff. I know he was putting out ridiculous stuff. He goes, no, bro. Even one of his customers, one of his fans is like, bro, you don't understand. If I had money left, I'd buy something from you too. You guys it's like, are you guys friends? Like, what's going on? What are you guys doing? Like, I have no idea. I don't know anymore. I'm so tired. Why is this? Oh, I stopped sharing, Phil.
All right.
See, that's weird that it doesn't go away automatically.
Yeah.
Guess the host has got to do it.
Well, then we're fucked because the host is stoned.
The host is working.
Well, then you should be the host, bastard, prick.
There we go.
Put Warren in charge again. It was better when Warren was in charge.
Wow.
I said I only got one screen going right now, so if I'm in Photoshop, I got to get a chance to get over into the browser window.
Yeah, but I got yelled at. Not yelled at. I was in a Facebook group years ago, and then somebody yells like, "Oh my god, you draw when you're at a convention?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm an artist."
Oh shit! I had to take stuff to my room.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like on the train and stuff, like, right? And she's like, well, "How dare you? You should be there to talk to the customers." I'm like, "Lady, I can multitask. Number one. Number two, I bartend. Like before that, I had bartended for 20 years. It's 30 years now. I can do more than one thing at a time and do them well. Secondly." Thirdly, some people like to watch. Like when you're at a show and you're drawing, oh, hi, hey, how you doing? No, keep drawing. It's like, okay, all right, you know? And that's kind of, it's, in the beginning it was weird. Like the first year or two, it was like, you know, like I should, what? Should I take clothes off? Like what, like what's going on? But then you started realizing it's like, no, this is kind of, you start, like, I hate to sound dirty, but you get off on it a little bit. It's like, yeah, watch me draw. Look at this line there. Ha ha. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to enjoy doing that at shows and stuff, you know. But I always I'd end up having to take stuff back to the hotel room. And
always.
I'd be up late at night.
Always.
You know, by Sunday, you're like
a dead body.
Yeah, you're like, ugh.
Literally a dead body. Like I never want to draw again. I'm a dead body. But now I have 10. Like now I've learned like when somebody wants something bigger or more detailed, it's like, okay, I'm mailing that to you.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, I'm mailing
like that. Yeah.
Like I'll rattle off fucking stuff like the side, like
Yeah.
the 6x9s. I'll rattle dozens of those off at a 3-day show. I'll pump those out, no problem. People, oh yeah, we'll do it. Like, blah blah blah. Even a 9x12, I can, depending on the detail or what, because I also found the secret for me. The secret was like, well, how are you going to color that background? You're going to kill your marker. I'm like, I have watercolors with me.
Yep.
I have watercolors, and I'm going to make beautiful cloudy backgrounds with my watercolors.
Yep.
Or I'm going to work them dry and make a nice geometrical shape back there or some shit.
Yeah, you just know where you're going to put the focus on the piece,
Mm-hmm.
and you make that really good, and then don't kill yourself on like backgrounds and stuff.
Mhm.
You know?
Unless that's what they want.
Unless that's
Yeah.
what they're calling for, but most of the time you can get away with simple sketches and stuff.
The ones where I tend to go in a little bit are sketch covers.
Yep.
I tend to put a lot of energy into those.
Or sketchbooks.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. But those are my
Love
favorite
those.
things. Those are my favorite things. Like that.
Yep.
Those are my absolute favorite things. Somebody comes over with a sketchbook. Oh, I'd like to. They're my. Well, okay. I'll stop for a second. They're my favorite thing until the person leaves and I go through the book to see who else is in the book. And
Right.
then it's like, oh. Shit. Okay, I need a minute. I need
You gotta
somebody.
sip it up.
I need a coffee and I need not to suck for 2 hours. I'll be
Yeah.
like there's legitimately one book like 3 years ago. I'm going through the. It was right before COVID. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, well, that's a pretty good name. That's a pretty good name. Hey, fuck, that's Scotty Young. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, great.
You want a funny one? What's his name? Adam Hughes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I didn't know really who he was or his art was, whatever. Didn't really know who the guy was. It's like one of my first shows. Guy comes up with I think it was a sketchbook, but I don't know if it was like Batman or Catwoman or whatever. But it had a lot of Catwoman, so it must have been like a Catwoman book, sketch cover. And there's this head shot, of Catwoman. I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I'm like, oh, look. So the guy wanted me to do along the spine. He wanted me to do Catwoman lying down along the spine. So I'm like, okay, not a big deal. I'll do that. So I'm drawing it. I'm like, I'm going to give her a tail, and I'm going to curve her tail into the shoulder of this guy's headshot, right? Because there was like an open space there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to curve it in. It'll fit in nice, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I should erase some of those pencil lines. So I could fit my tail in there, which I did. I did erase, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm tabling with Ryan, the guy I told you about. He comes over and he leans over. He goes, "What you drawing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm drawing this Catwoman." He's like, "Do you know who that is right there? Who's on that cover? Who that picture is?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "That's Adam Hughes, man. That's an Adam Hughes thing." He's like, "You're gonna draw your tail?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care." He's like, "Are you nuts? Don't you tell?" I'm like, "I was gonna erase all the pencils that he left." He's like, "Are you
That's
crazy?" He's like
fantastic.
flipping out. He's flipping out. Needless to say, the guy loved it. He came back. He loved the picture, and it all worked out. So, but man, I almost ruined a Adam Hughes piece for somebody.
That's hysterical.
Yeah. Would have been a major
Yeah,
fight
that's a
if I had
faux.
erased those lines.
That's a faux pas right there.
Yeah, that is definitely one. So I just didn't recognize his art because I never, wasn't a big fan of his or anything like that. Oh man, I'd always get the
Sketch
weird
was
characters too. I'd get these like really weird requests. Like I got this one obscure Marvel guy. This guy came up with like this broken magazine. It's all in pieces. He's like, "Hey, can you draw this guy? He's called the or the Red Mask or the Black Mask. I forget what it is." Ryan and I were laughing, and we were just laughing because every show I get like these ridiculous, obscure characters or people who wanted me to draw their character, and I'm like, and it'd be like one it's like I don't know, it's like a sponge and like a teddy bear sponge. Super. I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever.
I have two guys. Well, I have one story and one guy. One guy for the last 2 years now. We're going to go on 3 years in May. That he's bringing me sketch covers. Where now he's already paid for some, and then he's got more that he wants to get. He's getting just inks, just pencils and inks. No color, no nothing. No shading, no nothing. Just pencils and line work of B, C, and D list Avengers.
Okay.
Just all the shitty Avengers on Avengers covers, front and back. I'm like, okay, hey, look, if that's what you fucking want and you're willing to pay,
That's what.
and it's not hard.
Is his name Dave?
No, James.
Okay.
Dave's not here.
But then there was the one, and Warren and Philip heard this. The New York Comic Con before the pandemic, and it's a fan of ours. It's a regular of ours. I just don't remember his name. Came by the table early Thursday. It's like, okay, last year I got something from Brendan. This year I'm getting something from Pete. I'm like, awesome. What's the plan? It was 6x9, Teddy Roosevelt. However you want to draw him. Here you go. Here's the money. I'll talk to you later. It's $20. I was like, okay. So I'm thinking about it for a while. I was like, you know what? I drew Teddy Roosevelt as a cheerleader. With the fucking dress and the pom-poms and all. It's just one of the most ridiculous things I've ever drawn in my life. I have it somewhere in here. I just don't know where it is.
Yeah.
And that was 2018. 5 years ago. I still have it. Because I haven't seen the guy. The guy just disappeared. So it's in my it's always in my con kit. It's always in the portfolio that I bring to conventions. Just in case that guy shows up. Hey, I got a Teddy Roosevelt from you. Here the fuck it is.
You're like,
One
what?
year I'm gonna
Trying to figure out when and where he.
One year I'm gonna make prints of it. I think my worst fear though, and it's not. I'm gonna go dark. There was a portrait of Littlefinger, Peter Baelish from Game of Thrones that I did for a guy,
Yeah.
and it's about to go on 3. I don't think this guy made it. I call the number. It's disconnected. Sent postcards to the address. Nothing comes back. I hope this guy's in jail. Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's gone. I don't want him to be dead.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, or he had to flee the country or something. You know.
He's in witness protection.
Let's hope so. I mean, there's weird shit like that. And there's weird shit like that. Like, I've mailed stuff out to people. It's come back. I mailed a piece out 3 times. It came back 3 times. So, again, it goes in the con kit with me. It's just a piece of paper, so who cares?
It happens.
But it comes with you. Just, okay, I'm just going to bring it. Put it in a little plastic bag with the girl's name in it, you know? Then, actually, this weekend, and last weekend at Anime NYC, I had a piece sale on another piece that another girl had gotten. For whatever reason didn't get to her. She came by the table. I was like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I commissioned you to draw blah blah blah, and I forgot, and I changed my number and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, cool, hold on a second. Fumble, here you go. Oh my god, you have it. I'm like, I carry all this shit with me just in case for moments like this, you know. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for 10 years from now. Teddy Roosevelt guy's gonna show up.
You got that piece?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I asked you for a piece. There's this one kid, David. I'm 3 pieces behind on him. We never meet up at the right time, and he keeps changing his address. And then he was reserve military, and then he was active duty for a little while again. Then he was reserve, and he would send me. Don't send anything to me because I don't know if I'm going to live here anymore. Like tomorrow. I'm like, okay. All right. I can't tell you where I'm going though. All right, that's fine. Oh, you understand? Thank you. I had a friend who worked for the FBI, and one year, I can't tell you where I am, but can we have the fantasy football draft at 2 a.m. because it'll work out better for me? And everybody just turned around and said, you know what? Okay, yeah, you know what? He's probably off doing something federal. That's fine. And he was.
More than like.
And he was, so we, doing some federale shit. So we're like, all right, you know what, yeah, that's fine. Yes.
But
somebody just came up. Sorry, hold on, really quick. A buddy of mine just came up with a great idea, Warren. And
Yeah.
like I said, I'm gonna go see Godzilla tomorrow. But his post is, okay, Godzilla fans, it's time that we all manifest, comma, 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 dot, 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 a Mothra film.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Yes,
going to be
yes,
If
yes.
it's done
he's
right,
going to be
yeah.
very happy because the guy who did Godzilla -1 is going to be doing Mothra, Rodan.
That's
I
what
mean,
I thought I'd heard.
They're
man.
bringing all of the old and rebooting all of them.
I think the one thing though that the American films, the Godzilla movies, which I liked all of them, I think the one thing they were missing, and Warren, we've had this conversation. I think the one thing they were missing was Gamera, and
Yeah.
I'd like that. I would like okay, a buddy movie between Godzilla and Kong. Okay, that's cute. That's fun. Okay, although
I
you know,
liked the King of the Monsters one.
that was great. That was fucking fantastic. But I also like that because fucking Tywin Lannister's a beast. But
That was really cool, and I liked Skull Island, man.
I liked them all. I absolutely liked them all. I thought they were all great.
I didn't like the first Godzilla
I loved
because
the
there
first
wasn't
Godzilla.
enough Godzilla, man.
Jaws.
People weren't interesting enough for me, and they kill off the interesting ones too soon, like Bryan Cranston and shit.
Jaws. Jaws.
Jaws.
Show less monster, so that when you finally reveal the monster, it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
It was. That's exactly, and they've said that. That's what we were doing. Show less of the monster in the beginning, so that when you finally get him, yeah, buddy, you have full wood. And I'm just happy I got to see them all in the theater. Why does that sound weird? Did my friend, she puts, oh, this is an event, we should all go. It says Saturday, January 13th, $15 admission, adult skate. Why does that sound like porno on roller skates? Why does that?
No.
Kinda
Adult skate
does.
just means that there's no kids.
No, I know, but it just sounded.
Oh, okay.
It sounded dirty.
It does. It
It
does.
just sounds dirty. I'm also dead ass tired.
Man, I haven't roller skated in, oh my God.
Decades.
Used to all the
I-
time, man.
Yeah, every
Do the
every
all night.
freaking-
You ever do the all? Did you have the all
Yep.
night skates and shit?
Yep. Used to skate backwards.
I couldn't do backwards, man. I was not coordinated enough at the time.
Oh God, we used to race. It was great.
And plus, half the time I was in there, I was on one of the arcade machines. Because that's where
That's fair.
they had good arcade machines at the time in the roller rink.
My bowling alley had Tron.
Yeah,
Back
used
when I
to
was, like,
play that a
young.
lot.
Oh yeah.
The spiders. The spider one was the toughest screen for me on that. And then there was, remember they had discs of Tron.
Mm-hmm. That was my jam.
That
I
was-
love that shit. I was so good at that.
They've tried to do Tron games a few times, man.
Mhm.
There was one that was not too bad. It was called like Killer App, I think it was. Tron Killer App, and it was like a first person, like kind of shootery kind of thing.
You know,
It was
better
really
than me.
good though. It had the aesthetic down. It was fun to play, man. It was probably out around 2010, maybe.
We had this when I was in high school. We had a foreign exchange student from Finland, and she was gorgeous and wanted me to take her ice skating. And I cannot skate in any form, shape, way, or along those lines, roller or ice. But she seemed to have fun while I was hugged up against the wall, trying to keep from falling on my ass the entire time.
Well, then there you go. That's a beautiful thing.
I wonder. Let's see.
Yeah, I thought so. You're annoying. I muted and then had to step away from a pair of people that were all over their social media yelling at us for not using our platforms to be activists.
Oh, fun.
And I'm like, listen.
Yelling at who?
I'm like, everyone else who has a platform, every creative that has a platform, that we should be using our platform to be activists and talk about outrage.
Jesus.
And I'm like, yo, if that's what you want to do, enjoy. That's great. I personally am not going to tell anybody what to do with their platform because, freedom of speech and all that fun stuff. I also...
Not everything out there's got to have activism or politics thrown in it.
Here's the thing, though. That's an opinion, okay? And I agree. But if somebody wants that to be their thing, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead, do your thing. I am not going to say an opinion about anybody else. Do whatever. As long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, do whatever the fuck you want. But do me a favor and don't tell me what to do with mine. I know just what I should be doing with myself.
That's what I'm saying. It's like not every stream or video's got to be activism or political oriented. It's fine if you have one, but not everybody needs to.
Not everybody needs to.
Need variety, man. Variety.
It's not even a variety thing. It's like if everybody decides that we're going to do this and it's the same thing that everybody decided on their own, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care. Just don't tell me what to do with my life. Warren, you have to show more titties now. It's wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong if you don't. Save the titties. Like, maybe Warren doesn't want to save the titties.
What was it? What was... I'm trying to think of it now.
Zig's toes?
No.
Oh, it was Titty
Boobs
Boobs McGee or something like that.
Tits McBoobs.
Where's that at?
What did they want you to be political about? Or
I really don't want to
activist about?
It's some serious. It's stuff that's going on overseas.
Yeah, everybody's trying to drag everybody into that.
Genocides and stuff like that. And I'm like, first off, and then what really pissed me off is they said you need to talk about it, and they started veering you towards what their opinion of it is, and I'm like, no, even Norse, no. Don't tell me what my opinion should be, and not that I'm agreeing or disagreeing or this, that, the other thing. I'm not telling you because I don't care to, because that's my business. And frankly, if you really want to know what my opinion on that, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it simple. There's plenty of kids in this country that need to eat that aren't. Let's do something about that before I worry about anybody else. And that's what I do. That's where I put my money and my energy.
So is your channel a news channel?
No.
Is your channel an activist channel?
No, but because but their idea is that that because we have a channel,
Your issue
because-
is so important.
because we have a platform, we should be talking about things. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, go crazy, have fun. I'm not.
This was Warren's version of a booby book.
Yes.
I dig it.
That's all you need. Just
Just boobs.
you got to hit that Kickstarter algorithm, man.
That's right. It's an ultimate titty book.
That's a
That's
20
action.
That's
boobs.
a $25,000 Kickstarter.
All right, easily.
Okay, now Warren, I don't want to put more work on your table, and I will help you if you'd like. Like if you write it, I'll draw it or something. What you should do. Let's for Sig and Joe, maybe as a stretch goal or something. We put together a 4-page. Like if we hit X amount of dollars, we'll add the 4-page introductory story of Tix McBoobs.
That's it's funny you brought that up because that's already. I'm planning to make this Titty McBoobs like a TV show in the comic book world of Sig and Joe, and then I was going to do a short story and tack it on like to one of the issues on the back of it.
I'm all in. Whatever you need me to do to help make that happen.
I'll talk to you then about it then.
Because I'm so interested.
Oh. Yeah, I'm down.
What? Wait.
Oh, we got. Where? Oh, there we go. Somebody. Pete.
What?
Somebody you know. Terry Horner Schiffman.
Yeah, I know Terry. Hi, Tori. You know Terry. She's in the streams and stuff like that. Terry's a fantastic fan of everybody. She's wonderful. Terry, how are you? How long ago was that comment though?
This had to be just recently, 2 minutes ago.
Hey Terry, what's going on? Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Hi Terry, how are you? Hope you are doing well.
What's up, Terry?
Glad to
Thanks
see
for
you.
stopping by on the soft reboot of the Sandown. We appreciate it. At least somebody's watching.
Well, like we've told other people, advertise the fucking thing. Man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had issues tonight getting it up and running, man. That's why we're so late. I was trying to set up because we have to set up the different studios. We got to import everything over. It's not like I can use one of the ones we've been using already, Like I can't use the one that's like the BC Presents one or nothing like that because they're all set up differently in the way the layout is. See, I didn't realize that I had to do this all from scratch where I was just bringing this all in and resizing this as we got in here. But I'll have to set up like a better template and learn this a little bit better. But yeah, between when I was doing that, I was having some issues with my computer and I had to do a system restore, man, and that took a while, and plus I lost anything I was trying to transfer over into here. So this is just kind of the, like I said, soft reboot, just easing back into it.
I think I'm buying that from 20.
But I'm going to be doing this more regularly now. So, yeah, anybody watching, hit subscribe and like, and that way the next time we're live, you'll get a little notification and let you know we're up and running. Plus, I could use a few more subscribers over on the channel since I've been away for a bit.
That's going to come with marketing.
Yeah.
Because if nobody knows it's there, no one's going to find it. That's just now these.
Well, no, I'm saying if they're watching on YouTube and they hit subscribe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think everybody that's watching is on Facebook right now.
No, it's actually YouTube.
No? Is it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's cool on this one. You know how in StreamYard you got the...
I found you on Facebook though.
Oh yeah, we're there too. There in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But you know
Okay,
how in
okay.
StreamYard, when you got the little eye that shows how many viewers and you don't know where they're coming from, it just has the number of viewers.
Okay.
In this one, it's got the eye with the number of viewers, but if you click the drop down, it tells you how many are at each source. So we have one at YouTube and nobody over
Yeah.
on Facebook. So that's kind of cool.
What's the YouTube link?
Oh,
Put it in the chat.
and
Put it in the chat.
then-
Put it in the chat.
yeah, there you go. Good idea. Thanks,
Put it in
Pete.
the chat. Put it in the chat.
Oh, hold it. Sorry, if they're there, they already got the YouTube link, man.
Huh?
Oh,
No, not for me. Private chat, so I can.
oh,
I'm not-
okay. All right. Hold on a second.
God damn it, Phil.
Too many buttons in the new studio. I just gotta
Warren, get in
used
charge.
to 'em.
Be in charge, Warren. Jesus.
Warren, flog Phil. Make him behave.
Hurry up, do things, Phil.
Do things and stuff.
Do things and stuff.
Jesus.
Let's see. So the channel link, not the video that we're in. Oh, come on now.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Okay, then we do the group thing and paste and. All right, there it should be, Pete.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Stop it.
Egg.
Stop walking on the keyboard. Fucker. I found it. No, I didn't. I did. I did find it.
Doing your roughs, Jim.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how I want to do these last two panels. Getting frustrated because
I've
Image in
subscribed,
my-
Phil.
head is not
Oh, thanks, Pete.
coming out.
I have subscribed.
All right, maybe I can.
See, there's food in your plate still. So stop it. And I know it's less than an hour old. So get over yourself. Fucking cat.
Freaking cat. That's cool. Check this out. Anybody recognize that?
Hold on. Do it again.
Ooh, where is it?
I can't
There's
see it
something
'cause,
blocking it.
There.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got to rearrange the images around.
Panels. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Is
Nope.
it there?
You got to get rid of me.
Yeah, you've got Pete and Jim's layer is above your layer.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on. I know what you're saying now. I got to go into layers.
Put the
Okay.
program, Phil.
Now where's the window I was sharing? Oops.
Broke it.
Damn it. Okay, there, and then move this up, I believe.
Oh no, that's it. It's on top now.
Oh, is it on top now?
Yeah. Very nice.
That's fantastic.
That's what. That is
Wow,
what
that's beautiful.
Chris is finishing up right now. He's got a couple more of these to do before tomorrow, so that's why he's busy. You guys recognize that?
It's my mom.
It's
I'll
from
give you
Dead
a
Space.
hint. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, give you a hint. Video game. Yep,
Yeah,
Dead
what is the video
Space.
game?
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
That's cool. I dig that.
That is really good.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You're a cat. You're a cat.
There you go.
I don't know why I thought that was your face in the background.
No. So yeah,
Whose is this? That's hot.
this is the one I was just doing. I can't remember where I got it from, man, but I wanted to do it just for a color practice and go deeper render and stuff, you know. But yeah, I've had fun with this one.
All right. Hey, I got to take off, guys.
Yeah,
I was
think
about
we
to
should.
say I'm pretty done too.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we've already been what? I was
Two
going to
and
cut
a
off
half.
at about 2 hours, but we're at like 2.5 now, so that's a pretty good run, man. And we'll go through the usual, where we can find everybody at. Warren, go ahead.
Find me right now on all the socials under Lunchbox Warren, one word. From there, you'll be able to find all my links and everything. Pretty soon, the website Daily Grind Press will have a bunch of more stuff on it. It's up and going right now, but I don't have anything on there yet to sell. Issue 1 of Sig and Joe will be ready here for printing and PDFs probably in the next couple weeks. And next year, I'm going to be dropping issue 2, and should be finishing issue 3 and 4. So that's going to be rolling along quite nicely. But until then, just look for me up on Lunchbox Warren.
Oh yeah, tell us where they find you, Jim.
Arizona Bearing Bodies.
Casino boss's
Good.
job is never done.
You got to do what you got to do to make money. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Now you can find me on the interwebs. I'm all over the place under Jim O'Reilly Art or Jim O'Reilly. You can check out my art at JimO'ReillyArt.com. Some of my art is there. I am currently working on Planet Quest, which is a 90-ish page graphic novel with the writer of Daredevil and Echo, B. Earl. Outside of that, yeah, just grinding along.
Awesome. And Pete?
Well, if you had the right screen up for me, everybody can see that. You can find me at Pete11717 everywhere. And that's on Instagram, where you can talk to me about stuff, or Mondays at 10 p.m. on Twitch, where you can watch me draw. I don't know why you still have you got the Starfire sketch cover up. I don't have that on my board anymore.
Where? What? What's going on, Pete?
Your screen shows
Your
your
screen
Pete
shows
11717.
Okay, because on the screen that I have right now, it shows Starfire.
This thing has been kind of glitchy.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
noticed
good.
that
Okay,
a little
good.
bit sometimes, man.
Okay, good.
but
I thought
yeah.
it was me. What are you doing? You're a cat. You can't do that.
Okay, so yeah, that's Pete.
Then
yeah.
that's me. Yeah, come find me. Instagram, Twitch. That's where you can find me. Come find me. It'll be fun. I do stuff. It's fantastic.
Cool. And I'm Phil Leon, colorist. Got White Devil #2 coming up, and soon be wrapping up The Roaring with Rich Parada. And you can find me on Facebook under Phil Leon. If you need anything, let me know. Other social media, PhilManX. And yeah, I think we're going to roll out for the night. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, you guys, for stopping in.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you for having me.
And we'll be doing this again. And we'll catch everybody next time.